your thoughts and your feelings and emotions are very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like either kill or be killed. And I walk in this smoke and keep it real. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just kill us in the street for so long. And I could even be myself for so long. So don't walk in the smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's running, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope, cause we tapped in, stuck in the wheel, and the system got us strapped in. Ain't fuck nothing, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
How could you be asleep? Stars in your face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach, fist in the air, like I'm about to preach. Melon the skin like the man that had a dream. Was out from a boy to a man into a king. They having this feeling, hit the bells about to ring. More EINs than LLCs for the family trees. And the picture a little more brighter for me. Since I'm planting some seeds, I'm thinking for 3. I got some enemies, I'm on my type of evil. But they pull a mojo like plastic. DNA, unlikely. Producing the product for profit. Just being honest, J1 been done. They fly like a comet, she's so astonished. Actually waiting to come out of comments. Even some stress to get back to some money. Correct.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just kill us in the street for so long. And I could even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's running, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope, cause we tapped in, stuck in the wheel, till the system got us trapped in. Ain't fuck nothing, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
But they did all the shit that they told me. Come to think about it, I don't even think I know me. All my people getting shot by the police. Could've been me, so I'ma let my soul speak. For the ones who came, for the ones we lost. These niggas cross their own people just to be a boss. I'm choosing love over evil, I never cross. And all my people should get deeper when you find it out. All of the secrets hope you think because it's coming out. If I can change in your mind, you can have it all. Talk me some time by the time on the black screen. Fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck a vaccine. Cause I'm going full speed, gotta kiss me. Ride till the wheels fall off and gotta X me. And the motive is to play like controllers. Ain't no fear now, can't be shaking like a soda. Tell myself it on the treatment. Truth hit hard like a nigga getting a whooping. Nigga, I'm too solid, hell nah, I ain't dripping. MJ status now, nigga, I ain't pippin'. Breaking news line, straight from the gutter. Spin straight face, nigga, I'm my brother. Talking God talk, I'm the man like gutter. Got the cold flow, whipping niggas like a gutter.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just kill us in the street for so long. And I could even be myself for so long. So don't walk in that smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause it's running, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope, cause we tapped in, stuck in the wheel, till the system got us trapped in. Ain't fuck nothing, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I been feeling like this for so long.
Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. How do we become pure? We must turn to the Most High God, Yahweh. Some people call him Yahuwah. Some people call him Yah. Some people call him the Most High, the Mighty One of Jacob, the God of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, the God of Moses, the God of Daniel. That's not the God of the New Testament. That's why we roll out all those attributes, all of those subheading names and titles of the Most High. So everybody who comes across this channel or video will know exactly who we're talking about. Not the God of the New Testament, the God of the Old Testament, the God of the Hebrew Israelites. And shout out to the 12 tribes of Israel who are scattered into all nations. Okay? Tavex to you. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to you wherever you find yourself in these end times. You're surrounded by Psalms 83, the heathens. And I don't care what country you in. You're surrounded by Psalms 83, the heathens, and they do not have a right to be around you. We're not supposed to be around these other people. But because many people have been destroyed by the Edomites have conquered the world 10 times over, and they have spread their poisonous ways of thinking to everybody on earth. So much till everybody on earth thinks it's okay to go to somebody else's land when the Most High gave everybody their own land. But because most people don't actually believe in the God of the Old Testament, they like to pick which spots they believe in. When they see things in the Old Testament that they don't like, they just choose to gloss over that part, like the part about everybody having their own land. You're not to be going in and going to somebody else's land and thinking you're going to take over. That's evil. And to not want the rightful owners of whatever land to have their land back, that's evil. Most people in the world are evil. I'm telling you right now, anybody out there who is opposed to the people who own any particular place of land but had their land taken from them and overrun by anybody who's not of their stock, anybody out there who is against those people getting their lands back, I don't care what part of the world it's in. If you are against the original people in whatever land getting their land back, you need to check your spirit. And I know what kind of spirit that is, and so do you. And if you don't know, you're gonna learn today. Okay? That's the spirit of the other nations to think it's okay to come into somebody else's land, completely overrun them, overhaul them, disrespect them, take what belongs to them, and then say it's okay for everybody to do this. When the Most High gave everybody their own land. But since most of y'all only want to read what you want to read, you only want to read the books that the Pope told you it's okay to read. Most of you. Okay? You only want to accept the things that feel good to you. When you find out that the Most High separated all the nations and he gave everybody their own land. And he set boundaries, okay? I ain't talking about the white man's boundaries. The Most High God got boundaries too. And he wants everybody to have their own turf and their own land with their own people. Not everybody living all together. And anybody who is against everybody having their own land, I know what kind of spirit you got. You need to check your spirit. Whoever you are, wherever you are. This goes for every person out there. Hit the like button as you enter the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And we're going to get into a little biblicalness today on this evening live stream about, you know it, your usual suspects, Psalms 83. The crafty counsel that Psalms 83 have taken against God's chosen people. I would say you ought to be ashamed of yourself, but you're not. You're a Gentile. You're a Psalm 83er. Of course you got no shame. You're a criminal. And in all of the lands where the Israelites are, where they had their land and property seized from them, where they had their resources taken from them and then just given to everybody else, all the everybody else, you are immigrants. Wherever you are on planet Earth. I ain't just talking about America. The nation of Israel has had Psalm 83ers collab on us worldwide. And right here in America is probably the pinnacle of that. Led by Esau Edom, leading all these heathens, all these Gentiles, all these Psalms 83ers known as immigrants. Today we're going to talk about the black immigrants out there. It's a lot of y'all out there. You've been hiding for a long time. You can't hide no more. Just like Esau can't hide no more, black immigrants, you cannot hide no more. And I don't care whether you're in America, Central America, South America, Mexico. I don't care where you at. Europe, China, Bolivia, Africa, Egypt. It doesn't matter where you at. Black Gentiles out there. I'm talking to all of y'all. All you Hamites out there. I'm talking to all of y'all. All you tares out there. You black immigrants. We gonna shine a nice deep light on you black immigrants. Okay? We see you. We see you. We see your spirit too. Just like a criminal to think it's okay to go into another man's land. Why? Oh, because you don't want to deal with stuff where you from. The heathens never want to deal with stuff where they from. They always want to come and impose themselves. That's what the United Nations is about. See, we ain't got to wait no more. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. That's what the United Nations is about. I'm just going to play this song back one more again. Hit the like button as you enter the door. I'm going to play this song back one more again. And then we're going to go ahead and get into a little scriptures about the Hamites. Ham bone, where you been? Round the corner and back again. As you come through the door, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. And of course, they're going to be upset. Wouldn't you be upset if you were being exposed? Do you think that Psalm 83ers want to be exposed? Do you think that Psalm 83ers are going to call themselves Psalm 83ers? No, they're not. They're going to say, I'm an immigrant. And in case you didn't know, immigration and illegal immigration is not only destroying my land in America, it's destroying the whole world. That's what happens when Gentiles don't want to stay home. When Gentiles want to come into other people's lands, because that's where everybody gets that train of thought from. When Gentiles want to go everywhere but their home, this is the kind of chaotic environment that we all get subjected to. That's a criminal's way of thinking, a criminal thought process. And we are going to be exposing the Hamites today. The Hamites ain't no better than the so-called white man. They're all guilty as charged. Yeah. All you Hamites out there trying to hide yourselves among the Israelites because you got melanin in your skin. We see you. I'm going to play this song one more again. And then we're going to go ham bone, where you been? Round the corner and back again, shining a light on these Psalm 83ers, Confederate enemies of Yahweh and the 12 tribes of Israel in all nations where we at. These Hamites are a problem. They are a problem in America. They are a problem in Central America, South America, Africa, South Africa, Europe, Asia. Wherever you have the children of Israel at, you got Hamites right there pretending to be us, telling all kind of lies, sowing all kind of discord, having hatred for you in their heart. And one thing that the Hamites do not want, because they invaded your land, not just in America, wherever you at. Your land stretches from Lebanon to California. And I'm telling you, in all those places, you got Hambone, Mr. Hambone, invading your land. And look, I don't care who likes this. You can get mad all you want. We shining the light on you Hamites today. You ain't never been our friends, and you ain't gonna be. We know who you are, Mr. Hambone. You've been a problem ever since the Old Testament days. Don't forget the Hamites were very abusive to us. Way before Esau even came on the scene, Mr. Hambone was giving you big time problems. And he's still giving you big time problems. But all of that now is beginning to change. Mr. Hambone is going to start to experience problems that he ain't never dealt with before. And at some point, he's going into hardcore bondage. If you're going to play this song one more again, I'm going to read some of y'all comments because I see y'all coming in here. Peace to the family. Peace to the 12 tribes of Israel who've been scattered into all nations. Hit the like button as you come through the Dizzo. I don't care if you're in Africa, Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan, Jordan, Moscow, China, Libya, Cuba, Hispaniola, Haiti, Mexico. I don't care where you niggas at. You part of the 12 tribes of Israel. Shout out to you. Now I'm about to play this song one more again. I'm gonna read y'all comments because I see y'all coming in here. Peace to all of y'all that's coming in the live chat too, right? I'm gonna read all y'all comments and then we're gonna get into some scriptures and we're gonna let y'all know, in case you don't know, exactly who Mr. Hambone is and what Mr. Hambone has been up to and what he's still up to. A lying thief, okay, who hates the nation of Israel. The Hambones are one of our arch enemies. Everybody in Psalms 83 is an arch enemy, and they all made a deal together to obliterate you. So I'm telling you right now, I ain't got no compassion for them. Zero. I feel the same way about Psalm 83 as the psalmist does. And you guys and gals, you can forget what Psalms 83 is talking about if you want to. I'm never gonna forget until this thing gets rectified. Because this thing has yet to be rectified. That's why in every single country we in, we have Hamites around us talking crazy, acting crazy, being active in your destruction. And this ain't just a figure of speech, but we're going to get it out of the scripts. Because I know many people, they won't like to believe me because I'm so-called black. But we're going to go into the holy scriptures and see if you should be trusting the Hamites. See if you should be befriending the Hamites. And if you can find one good heathen out there, don't let that confuse you and get your mind twisted, Hebrew. You see one good heathen out there, allegedly, and now all of a sudden all the heathens are cool? Absolutely not. The normal is for the heathens to be abominable and to be actively working against your demise. That's why they have an organization called the United Nations. The real identity of the United Nations is Psalms 83. They're Psalms 83ers. Of course, they're never going to tell you that. It's not in their interest to tell you that. You think the United Nations don't know that they are Psalms 83ers? A lot of those people know our scriptures better than we do because a lot of Israelites don't want to learn. Part of the curses, y'all. Thinking it's cool to be a fool. Thinking it's cool to be a fool. And yeah, sometimes I start to ramble on and on because I'm very passionate about what we got going on here. I'm very passionate about the nation of Israel being free. I'm not concerned with nobody else right now. I'm concerned with the nation of Israel being free, which most people are in direct opposition against. They want to free everybody else, but not the nation of Israel. They do not want us to be free. And I'm telling y'all, these Hamites are a big part of it because they in Psalms 83. And they are very dangerous because they have melanin in their skin, just like you and me. And I don't care whether you're living in America, you might be living in Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia. You got Hamites all around you. Sometimes they pretend to be you, sometimes they don't. But however you want to slice it, they ain't never been on our sides. Okay? They are an ancient enemy. And they are going into hardcore bondage as well. So I know some of y'all don't want to hear that. You can try to skate around that. But the Hamites will be going into slavery under the Israelites. That's right. Just like they had us in slavery, they must go into slavery. And they will. And the same way that they worked us over, look, they're going to get worked over. Okay? And I know a lot of y'all don't like that. But hey, that's what happens when you work over the Israelites. In the end, you're going to get worked over. And you're going to see more and more as we get close to the end of this thing, you're going to start to see people's spirits reveal who they truly are. And anybody who is against the nation of Israel getting all of our lands back, that's not the spirit of an Israelite. And sometimes we got Israelites who are just sellouts and they like to buck dance. Yeah, that's true. We do have our buck dancers in the Hebrew community. But sometimes it's just niggas who be looking like Hebrews, but they're actually Hamites. So they're not buck dancing. They're against us, and they're supposed to be against us because Ham has always been against us. Not my words. That's what's in the Bible, y'all. That's what's in the Old Testament. We are not Hamites. Ham is the father of all the dark races, not the Negro. Not the Negro. Shem is our dad, y'all, not Ham. And shout out to the Catholic Church and the Christian Church for pushing that Hamite stuff on the Israelites, telling you that you a son of Ham. No. And the biblical scholars, the intelligent so-called Edomites out there know this. All you got to do is go read the Zondervan Bible Dictionary. Ham, definition, it'll tell you. Ham is the father and progenitor of all the dark races. And it says, not the Negroes who come from Shem. The Israelites come from Shem. Every last Hamite on planet Earth comes from Ham. And you're going to see, not because I say so, I'm going to show you where Ham went against orders from the Most High and invaded Shem's land, even though he knew that land wasn't his. And there's a penalty for that. Many of our people don't know that because you only read the books that Psalm 83 says you can read. Psalms 83 says, don't read the book of Enoch, don't read Jubilees, don't read Jasher, don't read the Apocrypha. And most of you niggas, you listen to that because you've been conquered and destroyed by Psalms 83. I was getting ready, you know what? I'm gonna play this song one more time and then we're gonna get into the scriptures. Can you dig it? Hit the like button if you haven't already. I'm gonna be back right after I play this song and I'm gonna read everybody's comments out there. And you know who's not gonna like this? The United Nations, the Psalm 83ers. They're not gonna like this. Mr. Hambone, Mr. Hambone is not gonna like this because we uncovering you. Mr. Hambone, Mrs. Hambone, Hambone, where you been? Round the corner and back again. Hit the like button as you enter the door. Tie Vex to all the brews out there worldwide. And if we got a remnant of Gentiles out there watching somewhere, somehow, hey, shout out to you if you a Gentile, a sincere Gentile out there wanting to cleave to God's chosen children. Because here we are. And we scattered into all nations. And we are not African. Even so-called Africans are not African. Dioscipius Africanus, that was a so-called white man, okay? One of the guys who had a hand in conquering the land of Ham, so he named it after himself, African. That's where you get Africanus from. So even the black people who were born and raised out there, they call themselves Africans, even they're not Africans. Those people are living in the land of Ham, and the majority of the people out there are Hamites. We got a lot of Israelites out there too, don't get me wrong. But y'all got to remember, the Most High said he was going to scatter us all over the place, and we were going to be few in number. I'm starting to realize that more and more, y'all. A lot of these people that look like us, they not Israelites, y'all. I don't care whether we in America, Central America, South America, Mexico, Egypt, Africa, the UK, China, Russia, wherever. Israelites are scattered into all nations, right? But it's few of us here. Few of us there, few of us here. Wherever we are few. Because the prophecy said that would be the curses. A lot of these so-called black people we see around us, let's take, for instance, the people in America, so-called black Americans. A lot of these people masquerading as black Americans, they're not. And even if they are so-called black Americans on paper, a lot of these people are Hamites for real. Yeah. Same thing when you go to Jamaica. Same thing when you go to Mexico, Trinidad, Africa, Europe. The Israelites, who are melanated people, the Israelites are sprinkled a few here, a few there, a few there. The Most High slaughtered so many of our people, y'all. That's why in a lot of those curses in Deuteronomy 28, Leviticus 26 tells you he was going to send us places and we were going to be few in number, y'all. A lot of these so-called black Americans, they not Israelites, y'all. Even though a lot of black Americans are, it's a lot of black Americans, they're not Israelites, y'all. It's a lot of so-called Jamaicans, y'all. They're not Israelites, y'all. It's a lot of so-called Trinidadians. A lot of so-called black Mexicans. Call them whatever you want to call them. A lot of Africans, West Africans, Ethiopians. Y'all, they're not Israelites, y'all. The Israelites, we are in all of these places, but we're few in number. Part of the curse is the Most High slaughtered a lot of us, y'all. Turned us into cowards, straight up slaughtered us, put us few in number. And only a few of us, after all that we've been through, still only a few of us is going to come back to the Most High. And that's why it's so few of us. And that's why we got a lot of people. Look, no matter what land the Israelites are in, all these Hamites and all the other people that they're joined with, Psalm 83 is, they do not want the indigenous people of the land to get their lands back. We got people that come on this channel, y'all, and they actually are against any of us getting our lands back. Because they got their mindset, hey, I can go wherever I want and just go here and go there. That's the attitude of a Hamite. Now, I don't know if y'all know that or not, okay? But forget what I'm saying. I'm going to read it to you out of the Holy Scrolls so you can see how Ham violated. This thing has been going on for a very long time, but the Most High is bringing clarity. And he's doing it worldwide, not just here in America. But since America happens to be one of the promised lands, that all of you Psalm 83s, who we would call immigrants, okay? But see, the immigrants are not going to call themselves Psalm 83s. They're going to paint themselves out to be helpless little immigrants. When you don't know the history, you're going to fall for it. When you don't know who Psalms 83 is, and I mean all of them, and what they've been up to ever since the Old Testament days, you're going to fall for it. When you don't know about the Hamites, who look just like you and me, and how they have been actively working vigorously right next to Esau to completely wipe you out and eradicate you. So you're not going to understand it. When you don't understand that the Pope sent his immigrants over here first, all of these conquistadors and other people, and then he sent for the Hamite immigrants, Psalm 83s. Do you see it? Once you see this kind of stuff, you can't unsee it, and then you will start to understand why a lot of these so-called black immigrants, they're furious at who you would call black Americans, because they know that black Americans are indigenous to this land, and it's something about people's spirit. You know, indigenous people to the land have been worked over and screwed over. But for some reason, you still don't want them to get their land back. What kind of spirit is that? I don't care whether it's in Mexico, Central America, Guatemala, Europe, okay, West Africa, Egypt, Canaan. I don't care where it is. If you don't want the people who the Most High gave that land to, I'm talking worldwide. The Israelites, we've had all of our lands from Lebanon to California confiscated by Psalm 83ers, calling themselves immigrants. United Nations. Yeah, they united, all right. United in what? The Israelites are not represented in the United Nations. That's everybody else, including the Hamites. They're up in there, though. They're all up in there making deals to take all of your resources, to take all of your lands, and to get you to worship all of their gods. The United Nations in Psalms 83 is they got all kind of idols out here, and most of our people are following right behind them. It's sad, y'all. We're going to play this song one more time, and then we're going to read the scriptures. We're going to let the Holy Scroll talk after we play this song one more again. Hit the like button as you come through the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. After we play this song, I will read all of y'all comments, and then we will get started with the scriptures. Can you dig it?
Immigrants real spill. Immigrants trying to convince you that your thoughts and your feelings and emotions aren't very real. Every day I wake up, it's getting more like either kill or be killed.
Hit that like button,
I'm
people.
walking in smoke and keep it real. I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I've been in the street for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They just keep us in the street for so long. And I could even be myself for so long. So long and then smoke guaranteed you gon' the back end. And how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
How could you be asleep? Stars in your face, you ain't gotta reach. All you gotta do is listen to me pipe down. I'm about to teach, peace in the air, like I'm about to preach. Melon the skin, like the man that had a dream about from a boy to a man into a king. Having this feeling, hit the bell about to ring. More EINs and LLCs for the family trees, and the picture a little more brighter for me. Since I planted some seeds, I'm thinking for three. I got so many things I'm on my God to evil, but they more mojo like DNA. Unlock it, producing the product for profit. Just being honest, they moving on. They got like a comment, she's so astonished. And she is leaving to come on her gun. And she was so stressed to get back to some money.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it.
Top X Hebrews. Purity and becoming one. Yeah.
How the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? They done killed us in the street for so long. And I couldn't even be myself for so long. So don't walk in the smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause you running, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose something cause we tap in. So we up to the system, got us trapped in. Ain't fuck up, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
All the shit that they told me, come to think about it, I don't even think I know me. All my people getting shot by the police, could've been me, so I'ma let my soul speak. For the ones who came, for the ones we lost. Even the fucking wrong people just to be a boss. I'm choosing love over evil, I never cross. And all my people should be people when you find it out. All of the secrets so be because it's coming out. If I can change your pain, you can have it all. Talk this time by the time on the black screen. Fuck Trump, fuck Biden, fuck a vaccine. Cause I'm going full speed, gotta kiss me. Ride till the wheels fall off and gotta X me. And the motor is to play you like controllers. Ain't no fear now, get me shaking like a soda. Tell myself that I'm tripping. Truth hit hard like
Top X Hebrews. Purity and becoming one. Hit that like button, man.
Spin straight face, nigga, on my brother. Talking God talk, on a man like gutter. Got the cool flow, ripping niggas like a gutter.
I'ma do it if nobody else gonna do it. See it if nobody else gonna see it. Every time I close my eyes, I convince myself every day like this shit not real. Like, how the fuck I've been asleep for so long?
Dream.
How the pain run deep for so long? They done killed us in the street for so long.
And I can even be myself for so long.
So don't walk in that smoke, guaranteed you gon' choke. Cause you running, man, this shit ain't no joke. But we'll never lose hope cause we tapped in. Stuck in the wheel till the system got us trapped in. Ain't fuck up, we gon' get it out the back end. And how the fuck I've been asleep for so long? How the pain run deep for so long? I've been feeling like this for so long.
Yeah, buddy. What's going on, Hebrews? What's up? Hope everybody's having a great day so far. We're going to get into some scripts. All right? Anybody just coming in here just now, hit the like button as you enter the door. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I'm going to read some of these comments, and then we're going to get started reading the scriptures. Once I start reading the scriptures, I'm going to pause on reading the comments, but I'll come back and read them after I get finished reading the scriptures. All right? Let me read these comments, y'all. We got Earth Healing Angel in here. Earth Healing Angel says, hey, in my what's happening voice. Hey, as soon as I start reading that Earth Healing Angel, that's what I start thinking about. Dwayne from What's Happening. Earth Healing Angel says, hey, in my what's happening voice at Mr. Real Talk. All the family and friends, welcome and shalom. Hey, right back at you. Earth and Angel and all the rest of the family and friends up in here. Good to see you. Avion said, Shalom at Mr. Real Talk and family Barakas. Shalom to you, Avion, and Barakas to you and everyone else. Earth Angel says, at Avion, hey, what's happening, fam? I'm tired, so I'm very goofy at the moment. Hey, Earth and Angel, I feel you about being tired. I also feel you. I'm tired myself, fam. But I do feel good at the same time. I would feel even better if we all could get together physically and get away from this Babylonian system that we are under for the time being. But I can feel the reins loosening on this Babylonian captivity, and that feels good. Abiyah says, Shalom to those who want to cleave to Yahshua, also welcome. Yes, Shalom to all the remnant of Gentiles out there who are going to cleave to the Israelites, wherever they are, whoever they are. I don't see them, okay? But I know they got to be out there somewhere. And look, if you on this live stream right now, or you on the playback, if you are a Gentile, that means you know you are not an Israelite. But you hear the things that the Israelites are bringing out, and you know that we're telling the truth, and you want to align yourself with that truth. You want to cleave to us, let yourself be known. Say something so we can know that you're in here. Because if you don't ever say nothing and we don't know that you're in here, then we're going to continue to believe that that number is even lower and lower than we thought until we start to see y'all out there. SP says, Shalom, family. Shalom to you, SP. Always good to see you. And shalom to every one of you brews out there worldwide. Wherever you watching at. America, Africa, Russia, China, Europe, Netherlands, Sweden, Greenland, Finland. Wherever you might be, shout out to you if you can see this. Because we know we got Hebrews in every pocket and side pocket of the world. We all over the place. No Hebrew left behind. Even the Hebrews out there in Afghanistan, Iraq, Pakistan, Libya, China. Shout out to you. Earth Healing Angel says, at SP Shalom, sis. Abiyah says, at Earth Healing Angel, hey, 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 back to you. I pray you get some rest soon. I love your goofiness. Abiyah says, Shalom at SP. Welcome, sis. Earth Healing Angel says, at Abiyah, laughing emoji. Earth Angel says, oh, I am waiting to have some servants. Your sister is tired. They righteous ones will serve us, and the others will be bye-bye. And boy, do I like the sound of that. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I love the sound of that. Abiyah says, heart-loving emoji. Family, please support our brother and the channel by hitting the like button. Please also comment, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of new videos. Thank you very much for that, Abiyah. And please do what the sister asked y'all to do, y'all. Hit that like button, share this video somewhere if you dare. Okay? And if you don't do nothing else, hit that like button and subscribe. And know in your heart what time it is. The Most High is moving, y'all, on the behalf of the 12 tribes of Israel. He is moving on us. For centuries and centuries, people thought that our God was dead. They thought that the God of the Old Testament was dead. That's why in the Psalms you keep seeing different psalmists say, keep not thy silence, O God. You know that? Because for many different times, many different eras, our people was just getting oppressed. And we was like, yo, Most High, where you at? Please help us. But we wasn't turning to him like we were supposed to. And now we're starting to. Most of us are not going to do it, but there's just the remnant of Israelites. Only a little bit of Israelites going to turn back. And once we start doing that, the Most High starts doing his thing. And he's doing his thing right now. The Most High got some straightening going on right here in America. From Lebanon to California, a major straightening is going on right now. And even outside of those areas, major straightening is going on right now. Everybody who's supposed to get hit by the Most High, you're going to get hit. and everybody who's supposed to be uplifted and encouraged and blessed, you're going to be blessed. This is the most high God doing this. Can't no man or woman stop this. You Psalm 83s, you Hamites, you black immigrants, because that's what you are. I don't care whether you're doing that in America, Central America, South America, South Africa, Northern Africa, Afghanistan, UK, wherever you at. You are a immigrant, you Hamites. You ain't supposed to be living around the Shemites. You got your own land. And you should have stayed there. Because because you take your orders from the so-called white man, the leader of you, and all the rest of the nations out there. You follow behind Esau, so now you get ready to get that smoke. Esau is the most lawless, the Esau is the most illegal immigrant in the history of planet Earth. And he's the most vicious and violent. And he's the biggest liar. He lied to all of you people in Psalms 83, but y'all went with it because it was beneficial to you. So now you're going to have to partake in his downfall. When Esau goes down, everybody following him goes down. And the majority of people on planet Earth, you can read about them right in Psalms 83. All those black immigrants in there in Psalms 83. The Philistines. Yeah, they in there. People from Tyre, the Canaanites, the Hamites, period. They're in there. They're in backdoor late night meetings with Esau and all the other nations figuring out how to screw you over. That's what they're doing, y'all. And I'm telling you, you had better not fall for the trap, because if you do, you're going to get caught up with the Hamites. They're not your friends. Do you think the Hamites was your friend when you was in ancient Egypt? And they were treating you like animals? They wasn't saying, hey, you got black skin like me. They wasn't saying that. They was saying, hey, we don't care what that nigga skin looks like. He ain't a Hamite, he ain't an Egyptian. Let's enslave that nigga. And that's what they did. They wasn't your friends back then, and they ain't your friends today. Niggas walking around looking just like you, right here in America, in Jamaica, in Africa, in the United Kingdom, in Russia. I'm realizing that more and more and more, understanding more and more when the Most High says you're going to be few in number. All the places all over the earth where the Israelites at, now we are few in number. A lot of these people who are claiming black American, they're not. They're Hamites. But they look like a lot like us. Same thing in Jamaica. A lot of them niggas in Jamaica claiming that they Jamaicans. No, they're not. They're Hamites hiding out amongst Jamaicans. Same thing in Trinidad, Mexico. Niggas claiming that they're indigenous to the land of Mexico. No, they're not. They're Hamites. Same thing in UK. Same thing in Afghanistan, Egypt. Wherever you're going to be, you're going to have a heavy influx of Psalm 83ers. And wherever you at, they're going to be very upset with you when you start to raise up and you want your land back. Hamites don't like that, because Hamites, they're lawless. They always have been. But like I said, enough of me running my big black mouth. Now it's time to go dig into some of these scriptures. Okay, I'm going to finish reading these comments, and then I'm going to pause on all comment reading. Okay, after I read these comments, I'm pausing on all comment reading till I get finished with the scriptures, so we can bring this out about Mr. Hambone and Mrs. Hambone, how they're not your friend. Okay, and that's why they're in such a tizzy right now. That's why they wanted to mix with us, trying to hide themselves. All the nations have been trying to hide themselves, y'all. They can't do it no more. Let me finish reading these comments. King David says, Tom Vex, everyone. F you, F ham sandwich. Hambone, where you been? Tom Vex to you, King David. Good to see you, broski. Earth Feeling Angel says, King David, Tom Vex, beloved. Listen, I don't need your encouragement to act out tonight. King David says, that Earth Feeling Angel, only nation that sell good soap and oils to smell good, but they don't use it, smelling like dookie. Eating fufu with flies. My friend, I love my fufu. Please. SP says the in-house cleaning has to happen. Oh yes, and it is happening, SP. I like that. SP says the in-house cleaning has to happen. There are way too many people pretending to be us and a part of the curses that we suffered. That's right. But you know the good thing about that, SP? The Most High is using Donald Trump. I know a lot of y'all not gonna like that. Doesn't matter to me. I deal with reality. Just like he used kings from Babylon back in the day to bring judgment, he's doing the same thing right now. The Most High is using Donald Trump to get Hamites the hell up out of here. Yeah, he is. Hamites are never going to call themselves Hamites. You know what they're going to say? I'm a black immigrant. The jig is up. You can't hide no more. So many people been walking around on our land in America pretending to be us. It's ridiculous. See, not only the so-called white man over in Israel pretending to be us, all these Hamites are in our lands all over the world pretending to be us. The Hamites are not the ones who got scattered into all nations. Okay? The Israelites got scattered into all nations. And wherever you at, the Hamites want to follow you because they don't like you. They're not your friends. And that's why I'm understanding more and more and more. Those scriptures, those curses say, we are going to be in lands and we're going to be few in number. You know what that means? Although we know that a lot of real, the real black Americans, all right, are Israelites. We know that. But here's the thing. I'm going to say probably the majority of people in America, the majority of black people in America claiming black American are not black American. But since they look like you and me, they get away with that. I'm telling you, the majority of people you probably see in America that look like you and me are Hamites. Even though they sound like us, dress like us, they've mingled themselves amongst us. They've been hiding amongst us, y'all. So yes, a lot of these so-called black Americans are not black Americans. The real black Americans are the indigenous people to this land. We got people who've been clinging to us, tethering to us, y'all. Psalm 83 is leeching to us in all of our lands. From Lebanon to California is your coast. It ain't just over in the Middle East where they told you. From Lebanon to California, all of that belongs to you. All of it. And in every last one of those places in between, that's you. And I'm telling you, in every last one of those places now, it's overrun with foreigners, with immigrants, whether they're so-called white people, so-called Hispanics, so-called Hamites. They ain't Israelites. Those are the United Nations. And wherever you at, the United Nations follow you around. They feed off of the Israelites. This whole filthy world has been blood sucking us dry, feeding off of us physically, financially, spiritually, emotionally. I'm telling you, without the nation of Israel, Psalm 83 is all of them would be destitute. They're bums. Third world countries. All of them. Esau included. The whole world would die off without the nation of Israel. They stole all of our inventions. I'm talking all of the Psalm 83s. The white ones, the black ones, so-called Hispanics. Every last one of them stole all of our inventions. Ain't nothing original about these people. None of them. And they've been a thorn in your side for a long time. And you know what? God's true chosen people who are few in number, surrounded by sellout Negroes of our own people, and surrounded by black immigrants, Hamites. And Hamites got a different spirit on them too. It's more to being an Israelite than skin color. The Hamites got a very weird, strange spirit on them. The majority of them. And then you got those so-called Hamites who talk. They don't talk like you and me. They may even look a little bit different than you and me, but you can tell by their spirit. That ain't no so-called Hamite. He's black. He don't sound like me, don't dress like me, don't necessarily act like me, but it's something about his or her spirit you can tell and you can feel immediately. If you have that ability, some of us do, some of us don't. I'm telling you, I'm very spiritually sensitive. I've encountered a number of people who some of you would call Africans, Hamites. Now, I've been around real Hamites before, real Africans, okay? I got like a built-in radar, so to speak. I can kind of gauge these things sometimes. And when I interact with these people, it ain't hard to tell the ones who hate your guts, or sometimes you can sense that, hey, I know why that guy doesn't hate my guts, because that is my brother. He was just born and raised across the other part of the world. We scattered into all nations. I've had Hamites come up to me before, real Hamites, and said, my brother, yeah, there are niggas, there are niggas over in my country in Africa who look just like you, walk like you, look just like you. They sound like me, but they look just like you. A lot of brothers, a lot of niggas don't know that. I said, yeah, I know. I said, I'm shocked that you know that. Shout out to you. See, some of y'all know what I'm talking about, some of y'all don't. It takes more than skin color to be an Israelite. And that's a very hard thing for our people to understand right there. That's why we got all of these Hamites among us. Now, yeah, sometimes we got sellout Negroes who are just weak, jellyback, spineless Negroes. They selling out. But sometimes it's not that. A lot of times it's Hamites hiding themselves among us, y'all. I'm telling you, it's diabolical. And the Hamites work for the Pope, the leader of Psalms 83, y'all, the Edomites. Earthfield and Angel says, at King David, be lovely, beloved. Many of the Ebos and Yorubas, yeah. And also are us who eat those fufu. I love fufu. Yeah. Also, and you know what? I'm starting to think that maybe them Hamites might have got that from us. But when we live amongst them, that's where all the mixing stuff comes in at. But I know, like I said, some of y'all might not know. I know real Africans. Or not, they're not even Africans. Real Hamites. Okay? I know real Hamites. Real Hamites don't like us. The real ones. Maybe yeah. King David says, they were so wicked, won't be surprised, more wicked than Esau. Yah got them going through it. He said he will never heal them land. Dry, starving, eaten by mosquito all day, every day. Yah wasn't playing. No, he wasn't. That's why the real Egyptians, they got their ass handed to them. And the real Egyptians have never recovered. You got those fakers over there now. Those are not Egyptians. The real Egyptians, the real Egypt has never recovered from what the Most High did to them. The real Hamites, especially the ones from that Egyptian line, they never recovered from what the Most High did to them. But they still in cahoots with the so-called white man and all the rest of the nations too. That's why they gonna catch the smoke. Earthfield and Angel says, but I understand us being angry at them because they talk a lot of trash about us North American Negroes. Hell yeah. They can be very insulting and mean and think they are better than us. Yes, they can. But guess what? All that's over with now. All that's over with now. And it happened just like that. Now all the Hamites want to come together with niggas now. Nope. Not doing it. Everybody in Psalm 83. Now it's all about love, brother. See, you're going to see that love thing push more and more and more now. The Most High is actually bringing storms now, taking people away. I can't remember exactly where I read that in Psalms. Maybe it was Psalms 83. Maybe it was other places in Psalms where the psalmist was asking the Most High to bring the flood to kill people. And now the Most High is bringing out the floods to kill people and take them away. And some people out there are praying for those people. Do you not know that when somebody gets taken away by a flood, I know it's a painful thing, y'all, but did you know that the Most High killed that person? Did you know that that wasn't no accident? Did you ever stop to think that maybe the prayers of the Psalms are going to get answered today? Because the Most High don't change. He was killing our enemies back then with natural disasters, and he's still doing it now. Even though you might not know who your enemies are, the Most High knows who they are. And there are Old Testament only Hebrews who've been vigorously praying for Psalms 83 to get snuffed. I can tell you, I'll raise my hand. I'm one of them. I ain't the only one, but I'm one of them. And when the Hebrew Israelites come together, turn to Yahweh only and cry out to Yahweh, oh, he pulls up and he puts niggas to death. You should be praying that too. I know I pray that prayer, and I'm gonna make sure I pray it today. I want my enemies out of here, not off the land, off the earth. I'm tired of my enemies. I either want them in chains where we can work them in the cabbage field, or I want you off the earth, period. I'm tired of the shenanigans. I'm not befriending nobody from Psalms 83. And you shouldn't be befriending them. Do you realize that Psalm 83 is actively trying to snuff your life? Only a person who wants to be killed would actually welcome somebody who's actively trying to snuff them out. That's that Christian's crap. I ain't no Christian. And the brothers and sisters on this channel, we ain't Christian. Alright? I know I've been running my big black mouth, chopping it up with y'all, reading these comments, but we about to get into these scriptures in a second, y'all. King David says about the curse. King David says, at earth, word, I tried it. I was like, nope, on my end. And yeah, they do. Then you got real Israelites I seen as African, but brainwashed to hate us and look like nothing. Then ham sandwich they love around. Yes. And like I said, I've been around people from all the other nations, y'all. One particular job I used to work, we literally had every race, every nation on planet Earth up under one roof. So I've been around all these other nations. It ain't a nation that you can name. It ain't a race of people that you can name that I'm not familiar with. And I ain't talking about in passing by. I was with them every single day for years. So I know how this thing works in real time. And I can tell you that the niggas, the Negroes, we the most hated people on planet Earth. When I worked in a building where every single race and nation was up under the same roof for years, they all hated me and they hated all my brothers and sisters. And it wasn't bashful about it neither. And of course, we were the ones doing the lowest jobs, making the less money. Everybody else thought they was better than us. Psalms 83. So I've been around real Hamites. I know what's going on. And I've been around real Edomites, real Ammonites, some of these people, I know these people were Nephilim. Alright? And every other thing. Earth and the angel says, at King David, all the enslavement they helped Esau with, their land is laid bare, although they are wealthiest continent in the world. Y'all don't play. J Meadows says, thumbs up upon entering, please. Earth Angel says, at King David, I make my own. I don't trust eating from many cultures. We have some sweet Igbo brothers and sisters here, though. Yeah, shout out to the Igbos. I know about the Igbo. As a matter of fact, when I told y'all, it was one of the niggas from the Igbo who told me, my brother, it's niggas over in my country who look just like you. They walk just like you. They look exactly like you. They sound like me, but they look like you. I said, yeah, I know. And even though on the surface, that guy was a so-called Hamite African, that nigga wasn't no African. He was one of us. But he was just born and raised in Africa. But he migrated to America, and that nigga, like I said, he got to be the coolest African I ever seen. And he wasn't cool because he was an African. The nigga was cool because he was a Hebrew Israelite. He was an Igbo. But he had Israelite swag. Y'all know Hebrew Israelites, we got swag, y'all. Hamites don't got swag like us. Although this dude was a so-called African and he talked like this, his swag was Israelite swag. Alright? And that's why me and him got along so well. He was a nigga just like me. And I know real Hamites, they ain't a nigga just like me. But this guy was. And he said nigga just as much as I do. Because he's one of us. Can't make this up, y'all. Let me Let me see. King David says 100 at Earth Healing Angel. Watching them YouTube videos and feel the children shows Yah said he put them like that for life. Even in the afterlife, they had to did something so wicked we can't imagine. Yeah. King David says, while y'all got mad at us, followed them, and doing their animal sacrifices, and and then put that in the Torah, said this what y'all want, and all that mad y'all supper and mad idols worship and that. Earth Angel says that King David is called F around and find out. They did us bad by capturing us and selling us to the oppressors because all they conspire against us. The Igbos suffer in Nigeria. It doesn't matter where we at. Wherever we at, we gonna be catching hell. Wherever we at, we catch hell. Earth Healing Angel says at King David because they are different and they know they are Shem. They delete our Igbo brothers and sisters as well. Facts. Earth Healing Angel says at Mr. Real Talk, are you totally off eating meat now? Are you becoming a vegan or mostly plant-based diet? Sorry if my question is too intrusive. Please ignore if so personal. If too personal. Nah, it ain't nothing too personal. I mentioned before, but my goal right now, last month I was doing no meat at all. I was just doing fruits and vegetables. That was a 30-day thing last week. Right now, what I'm doing is preparing myself. I'm not going to be vegan, but I'm going to be going all vegetarian when October comes around, right? Because I try to be realistic with myself. I know some people operate differently from others, right? Some people can go cold turkey with this, cold turkey with that. Just like some things I went cold turkey with, you know what I'm saying? But as far as this meat eating thing, I'm giving myself till October. And then when October comes around, my goal is to go vegetarian. I'm not going vegan. Because if I want like cheese or something like that, I'll eat cheese or something like that. But like I ain't gonna be drinking like milk and all that stuff because I already cut out milk. I did that probably like a year ago. Because I'm trying to be as healthy as I can. I want my body to work as properly as it can. And I don't want to be killing animals because I know that killing animals, the Most High doesn't want us killing innocent animals. Although I love me some chicken wings, I know that for me to have chicken wings, somebody got to go out there and murder that chicken. And do I love fried chicken wings and French fries? Of course I do. I'm a nigga, okay? But I know for me to have wings and fries with mumbo sauce, somebody got to murder these chickens. And because I'm not murdering these chickens myself, I mean, it still doesn't make me not guilty because whoever's murdering those chickens is doing it for niggas like me. Because there is a public outcry and a demand for the murder of chickens so that niggas can have chicken wings and fried rice from the carryout. Same thing, niggas want cheeseburgers and stuff. And yeah, do I like cheeseburgers? Of course I do. But for me to eat a cheeseburger, innocent animals gotta get murdered. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably like the biggest reasons. Because I mean, we weren't made to eat meat and everything, right? But we were born into this. Something it's like being born a crackhead, being born a crack baby. When you're born on crack, you can say all you want, yeah, I shouldn't be using crack. I shouldn't be smoking crack. But when you are born a crackhead, might not go over so smooth if you just go cold turkey without smoking crack every day. Remember, you were born a crackhead. So as far as eating meat and all this blood stuff, I was born a blood eater. I was born an animal slaughterer. That's what I was born into. So, with that in mind, same thing like being born on crack. Good luck going cold turkey when you were born smoking crack as a baby. You're already a crackhead out of the womb. All of us, for the most part, unless you were born a vegan, which most people are not. So that means that most of us are born with a flesh addiction. We're born addicted to slaughtering innocent animals. And it doesn't just go away that easy. Maybe for some people it does, but I don't pretend to be something that I'm not. That's just me. I know it's a problem that I have. My addiction to flesh. I was born addicted to flesh. So when you try to cut something off when you were born into it, sometimes it can be a little tumultuous. But to make a long story short, like I was saying, I'm working on it right now, like switching up. I've been switching up my diet, what I'm saying, over time it's been coming. But come October, my goal is to go full vegetarian, not vegan, full vegetarian. I just don't want to murder innocent animals no more. And I don't want to be eating meat because, don't get me wrong, I want to eat meat with my body because I was born addicted to eating meat. I love it. But I don't want to do it with my spirit because I know for me to get that satisfaction of those fried chicken wings, I'm ready to break out into a cold sweat right now, nigga. Thinking about some fried chicken wings from the carry out with some fried rice or some fries with some mumbo sauce. I'm almost ready to end the live right now and go get me some wings. You see that? That's what I was born into. So yeah, physically, I want wings every day, fish every day, cheeseburgers. But spiritually, my spirit says, okay, then for you to do that, you got to slaughter an innocent animal, right? And then I know what that entails. The Most High don't want us slaughtering innocent animals, especially, and we don't have to. Now I know it's gonna be a major adjustment to me, but you know what? Life is a major adjustment. The more truth you find out, the more it requires us to adjust. That's why a lot of people don't want to do no deep sea diving in the scriptures because they know they're gonna find something that they didn't see before, and it's gonna make them have to do something they don't want to do. Trust me, if I never found out like about blood sacrifices and slaughtering innocent animals and all that, and how more than one God in the Old Testament, and how one God wants us to eat fruits and veggies and other stuff, and one God says you can eat all this meat. I see the difference. I see that there is a God that wants us to slaughter innocent animals for sacrifices and to eat them. And then I see a God that doesn't want us to slaughter innocent animals for nothing at all, and a God that wants us to eat fruits and veggies. I see where the switch happened at. But unfortunately for me and many of us, we were born into the world where the world was already extremely corrupted. So for many of us, it's just a way of life. Some of us are born into all kind of situations and circumstances. And when you are born into something, that means it's deeply embedded in you and it's a part of you, physically and spiritually. So, we gotta work. We all a work in progress. And I'm a work in progress. And most high willing, like I said, my goal is come October the 1st, full-fledged vegetarian. That is my goal. We finished reading these comments. Y'all see how long we've been on here? I ain't even read no scripture yet. But sometimes it just take us. Sometimes we just gotta chop it up sometimes. But we are going to get to these Hamites. Let me see. Earth and the Angel says, are you totally? Okay, I read that. Earth and the Angel says, at SP, correct. Y'all knows who we are, though, when he separates the wheat from the tares. Yep. J.R. Meadows says, thumbs up upon entering, please. Earth Angel says, at J.R. Meadows, shalom and welcome. King David says, word at Earth and the Angel, all that skimming in ETC they was doing to our children, and so on also, they the original cartels. Ham, you can't even be sick around us. Use that excuse to eat you. Yeah, facts. Hamites love eating Israelites too. Don't think we don't know about that, because we do. We have Chosen 1619 says Hamites own Essence magazine now. Yes, they do. The Negroes who used to own Essence magazine did what Negroes like to do, and they sold out. And they sold Essence magazine to the Hamites. Yep. And shout out to Chosen 1619. Chosen 1619, I don't believe I've seen you in here before in the live chat. If it was, it had to be a long time ago. I believe this is the first time you're commenting. Definitely the first time I remember seeing you. So I would like to say welcome to you, brother or sister. Uh, Chosen 1619, are you a man or a woman? So we know how to address you. And welcome to the channel. Earth Angel says, at King David, you just caused me to tear up and cry. I just felt a vision seeing our babies being fed to alligators and those cannibals eating our people. I'm telling you, brother, damn. Yeah, that shit hurts, y'all. And there's also a reason why I don't feel sorry for Hamites. Earth Healing Angel says, at King David, in my travel, a lot of nations hate us, particularly Hamites. Yeah, the Hamites are diabolical. And that's why we going in on them niggas today. Goodbye, Yah says, what's good, my people? The people of the book stay strong. Isaiah 10 and 20. Shout out to you, brother Gabam Yah, warrior of Ephraim. Always good to see you, fam. Hope you're having a great day. J.R. Meadows says, they skin tone different. Earth Angel says, at King David, you gotta remember us July people are tender hearted and your sis is an empath. So I feel stuff on a deep level. Don't make me cry, laugh out loud. I know what you mean, Earth Healing Angel. Aviar says, Shalom at King David, J.R. Meadows, Chosen 1619, Gabam Yah, Tav X. Earth Angel says, Gabam Yah, Shalom and welcome, beloved. Thank you for the encouragement. J.R. Meadows says, laugh out loud. Nasty bushmeat eaters. Yes. Earth Feeling Angel says, at J.R. Meadows, brother, please don't remind me of those bushmeat. O-S-H-I-T. My brother, please, I have fresh bushmeat. It's good. Bushmeat and eggs. Goodbye, Miyah says, shalom, all my people. The months are getting faster and the time is getting shorter. Yes, it is. And the book of Second Baruch goes into that. True. Earth Angel says, the bomb and Yah, yes it is. SP says, some of the Haitians are mean as fuck to us. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. And just like I was telling y'all, just like we got niggas here in America, look like us claiming to be black American, but they're really Hamites. It's a lot of them Haitian niggas dwelling amongst them Haitians, claiming to be Haitians, but they're not. They're actually Hamites. So yeah, y'all, we surrounded by these Hamites all over, y'all, and they are not our friends. Earth Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, you ain't lying. I lived in Egypt for many years. They are very hospitable, but let me tell you, their dynasty is never the same. The plagues of flies are still there as well. The Most High wasn't playing with them. He was not playing. Earth Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, many poverty in Egypt. Yes. And at some point, that same poverty is coming to America. Not for us. For those Edomites and all those Psalms 83s, oh, you going down. Poverty. Lisa Yasserall says, all praises to the Most High alone. What's going on, Lisa Yasserall? Earth Angel says, at SP, a lot of Haitians are Ham as well, beloved. Some of Ham was placed to those ships with us as well. I never feel comfortable around many of them. The ones who are us, I love. Facts. And so y'all know what? We can feel people's spirit. A lot of us can feel these people's spirits, y'all. Avian says, Shalom and Lisa Yasserall, welcome. Lisa Yasserall says, Shalom, my beloved sisters, Avian and Earth Angel. Tessa Yah says, peace and Baruchins family. SP says, that Earth Angel, I love us too. Not so sure about the ship thing though. Lisa Yasserall says, Shalom, Mr. Real Talk. Earth Healing Angel says, at Lisa Yasserall, welcome, my sweet darling sister. Earth Angel says, at Tessa Yah, welcome and Shalom. Aviar says, at Tessa Yah, welcome sis, Barakas. King David, laugh out loud at Earth Angel 100. And we no pushover, but we super humble and laid back, and people like us and be surprised when we get angry and do damage. Swear we possess playing with our humbleness. Hey, that's how niggas be, y'all. Niggas take your kindness for weakness. Sad to say, that's why you can't be nice to niggas. Can't be nice to these niggas. Any of 'em. When I go out and I'm out and about in these streets, I don't be nice to niggas. Cause you can't be nice to niggas. Especially not where I'm at. You be nice to these niggas around here, guess who's gonna be targeted for robbery? The nigga who's being nice. I'm not being nice. When I go outside in these streets, I'm not nice to niggas. I mind my business, stay to myself, and I don't have friendly vibes. Because I'm not being friendly with these niggas out here. These niggas out here are sick. All they want to do is shoot niggas, rob niggas, and act black. I don't do none of that. I don't want nothing to do with none of that. So I mind my business and I stay to myself, and I'm not friendly to niggas. Because I know what happens when you're friendly to niggas. Being friendly to niggas, will get you killed. It'll get you robbed and jumped. So just mind your business. Be ready to get busy at all times. You ain't got to be nice to these niggas. And you know what's sad? I'm a nice, kind, loving guy. But because these niggas that are around me are savages, I'm not going to be nice to these niggas so that they can target me out for robbery and carjacking and maybe bang bang. You got to be kidding me. I done seen too much to be nice to these niggas. Then maybe where you live at, maybe where some of y'all live at, maybe you can be nice to niggas. In the DMV, being nice to niggas is gonna get your ass killed. And I don't want to be killed, so I'm not being nice to niggas when I leave out my house. Alright? If I don't know you, I'm not being nice to you. Period. Lisa Yasser says, just season and fried some oyster mushrooms like chicken. My mom loved them. Okay. I'm definitely gonna have to try that. Lisa Yasser says fried. Earth Angel says, Mr. Real Talk, you have a beautiful heart. I understand your conviction on it. However, I believe Yah gave us animals to eat, and we should not kill animals for sport. I am a happy plant-based eater. Earth Angel says, Mr. Real Talk, always stand in your personal convictions. Oh, no doubt. And see, here's where I get that from. Because I know what the Most High said at first, right? Because I know it's two different gods in the Old Testament. You got a blood demon in there, and then you got Yahweh in there. Yahweh said fruits and vegetables, especially the joints with the seeds in them. He said, to you, that shall be for me. And then all of a sudden, Yahweh does a 180 after Noah gets off the flood. Now he starts saying you can eat whatever you want. Everything that creepeth upon the earth, something changed. Now I recognize that change. I know a lot of people don't see it, but I see it, and I see exactly where it came. Before Noah got on the boat, the law was fruits and vegetables, things with the seed, that shall be to you for me. And then all of a sudden, after Noah gets off the boat, now it says, I want to say that's in Genesis 9, anything that crawleth upon the earth. So what happened from the beginning when the Most High said fruits and vegetables to now when Noah gets off the boat? Now, anything that crawleth upon the earth. That's what it said. I want to say that's Genesis 9. So I see where that jump, I see where the switch came in at. You know what I'm saying? But I understand a lot of people can't see that. And you know what? That ain't nothing for us to argue about, fall out about, because we don't do that over here. But here's one thing. Once I see something, I'm not allowed to act like I don't see it. And I know what'll happen. See, if I go on and pretend like I didn't see that, let's say I went on my life and pretended like, I didn't see that. And I just kept on eating meat, right? I know what's going to happen. Eventually, the Most High is going to snuff me out. Because he's going to say, you know that there's lies in this scripture. Because you saw it for yourself. And then Jeremiah 8:8 confirms it. And I know you saw it because I showed it to you. But you still kept eating meat. Well, Mr. Real Talk, I'm getting ready to kill you now. Because I know you saw it. But because you like fried chicken wings from the carry out so much, I'm gonna have to snuff you out. See, that's the burden sometimes of actually seeing the truth about any particular subject, once you see the truth about any particular subject, it's something about the way the human mind works. It's never going to leave you alone. You can ignore it all you want. But if you don't see it, that's one thing. But I'm saying once you see something and you choose to ignore it, it's something about the way your body and your spirit is going to work, especially when you're ignoring the Most High. It would be different if I didn't fully understand, if I didn't fully see, if I didn't fully comprehend that there was a blood demon in the Old Testament. That would be different. If I didn't clearly see that the Most High commanded men to eat fruits and veggies, and he said in the Old Testament, killing an innocent animal is like killing a man. At first, he said fruits and veggies, stuff that grow out of the ground and the trees. And then after the flood, now he's saying whatever crawleth upon the earth. Those are two different things going two different ways. And I took my time. When I first saw it, I ain't gonna lie, I did not like that. I was like, hold up, I don't like that. But the more I started reading it, started looking into it, it's obvious. That was a different God that told Noah he could eat whatever he wanted. The same way they told us about slaughtering animals for sacrifices. The Most High said killing innocent animals is just like killing a man. So I think about all those times I had cheeseburgers, all those times I had steak and cheeses. It was just like me killing a man. And like it's like I said, once you see it, it's something about seeing something and then willfully going against it. Just like once I finally saw that JC is garbage. JC is the devil that the Bible speaks of. Now, if I still was to go on and live my life and pretend like I didn't see that and say prayers in the name of JC, I already know what the Most High is going to do to me. Sometimes that's the burden of going deeper into the scripts, because you're going to uncover things that's going to make your flesh uncomfortable. Which is why some people, they say, hey, I've had enough of this. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to learn no more. And some people can do that. I'm just not one of those people. And I'm blessed because I know what's going to happen. I'm terrified of the Most High. So I know if I go against it, because he showed it to me for a reason. And if I go against that, I spent a great deal of my life running away from the Most High. And I saw what he did to me because of it. I can't do that no more because I'm terrified of what the Most High will do to me. Petrified even. Lisa Yazara says, laugh out loud. Yes, fried wings. Just thinking about just saying that word fried wings, I'm almost ready to turn this live stream off right now and run to the carry out. Her feeling angels is at Lisa Yassaral. That sounds delicious. Yeah, it does. Gabam Yah says Genesis 1 tells us everything that the Most High called good that he made outside of that is going off. That's right. Tessa Yah says we are waking up. Even though we were born in it, we will accomplish it. That's right. Lisa Yassaral says at Earth Feeling Angel, use all the season I put on chicken. It was delicious, sis. Earth Angel says, at Lisa Yassaral, I love mushrooms, but I grew allergic to them. And you know what? That's Esau too. Because Esau is doing things to the foods, y'all, to make us be allergic to healthy foods, y'all. Esau, you the devil the Bible speaks of, and you're going to pay. Lisa Yassaral says, at Tessa Yah, yes, we will, sis. Lisa Yassaral says, at Earth Angel, oh, nah, sis, dang. Earth Angel says, at Lisa Yassaral, I will for a colonics. It cleans out the entire colon and intestines naturally, and it removes parasites that cause food allergies. Lisa Yassaral says, at Earth Angel, I didn't know that. Thanks. Hold up. Earth Angel says, I had to stop smiling and being too kind to people because they started mistreating me too much. And I don't give a fuck now with making friends. I'm too sweet to be taken advantage of any longer. Exactly. See, every once in a while, a nigga gotta come out and act the damn fool. And it's sad, that's how it is though. I always knew that, y'all, even when I was black. No matter how much I wanted to quote unquote chill and just be laid back, sometimes a nigga gotta come out and act the damn fool. So niggas will stop fucking playing around. It's dangerous out here in this world. And that's how a lot of niggas are. If you don't come out from time to time and just act a damn fool, niggas gonna be like, oh, that nigga soft. You know what? Let's rob that nigga. Oh shit, that nigga soft. Let's break in his house. Let's do a home invasion. Let's shoot at him. That's how niggas is. That's how this world is. Like I said, I knew that even when I was black. And that's the crazy part. Naturally, believe it or not, to the people who actually know me, they know I'm a very kind and loving person. But you can't be that way when you out here. When you leave out your house, you can't be like that. Because niggas are going to try to play with you. I've always known that. So from time to time, I don't have to do that no more. Because I don't run in them kind of circles no more. I'm so far removed from the niggotry. I've removed myself so far from the insanity. Now it's nothing to clear out. As soon as the nigga start playing with me, I'm just going to finish you. Alright? Period. But every once in a while, I just used to have to come out and just act a crazed lunatic. Just to keep niggas at bay. Because when sometimes that's just how it is. Niggas don't respect you. Niggas don't respect your space. I know around here growing up in the DMV, if you didn't act a fool, most niggas, if they're not at least a little bit worried about you acting a fool, they're going to be all over you. These niggas is wolves out here. And they're going to prey on you. So sometimes to keep from getting preyed on, you got to become a wolf yourself, or you're gonna get devoured. Got nothing to do with, oh, I don't want to act like this. Do you want to get devoured or not, nigga? That's why I say you can't be nice to these niggas out here. Earth Feeling Angel says, this is how I started cussing. I found my voice. Okay, I found my voice, y'all. Shout out to you, Earth Feeling Angel. Tessa Yah says, you can't be nice, you will get hurt anywhere I have been. I honestly didn't get it until I started serving Yah. Exactly. Exactly. King David says that Earth Angel, big facts. Got to power down. We be pit bull mad. Laugh out loud. Earth Angel says that Tessa Yah, King David, 100. This last test Yah allowed me to go through to teach me healthy boundaries, level me all the way up. I don't take shit from anyone anymore. I don't. Shout out to the Earth Healing Angel. That's how we got to be out here, y'all. Until everything gets rectified and the kingdom comes in, that's how we got to roll, y'all. Lisa Yasra says plant-based for about 2 years. Loving it. I'm loving it. Shout out to Lisa Yasra. Lisa Yasra. I will be there one day, sis. Earth Healing Angel says, at Tessa Yah and King David have to fight. I give them the gift of my absence. That's right. Tessa Yah says, see, I've been praying about eating chicken and turkey so long. As of today, I will stop feeding it to people. It's the same sin for giving unclean to people as you eating it yourself. True that. True that, Tessa Yah. Earth Healing Angel says, at Mr. Real Talk, thank you for sharing this with us. I have no personal conviction on it as yet, but I ask y'all to let me know any way I'm going wrong or deceived, and I wait on him to show me. At Earth Healing Angel, that's what it's all about, fam. That's what it's all about. You see, here's the thing. I'm glad you said that. Here's the thing. You, me, anybody else out there, don't you go out here and act on what anyone else is feeling, what anyone else is knowing, what anyone else is convicted of. Me, you, him, her, anybody out there, you have to be convicted on your own through the Spirit, because you and you alone will be held accountable. The guy around the corner is not going to take responsibility for my actions, yours, or anyone else's. So every one of us must be persuaded in our own soul. That's what you ought to act on and pray to the Most High. Seek Him with all your heart, mind, and soul, and He will direct your paths. Just like when people was telling us not to believe in JC, not to follow Christ. We didn't just run off and listen to that. Every one of us had to be persuaded in our own spirit. And that's when you take action. And shout out to you, Earth Healing Angel. King David says 100 at Earth Healing Angel. Definitely feel that. J.R. Meadow says, so eating the beast of the field means. Earth Healing Angel says at King David 100. King David says, big facts. We not supposed to be allergic to no food. Y'all said we can eat, but the air and soil is so polluted. Y'all got to clean everything, even our blood. Yes, He does. Tessa Y'all says, I use my nose way more now. That's right. We got to be tough out there. We got to be tough, y'all. Now, although I've already kept you on here like an hour and a half, we're going to get into some of these scriptures to let you know that the Hamites are not your friends, okay? And the Hamites are overpowering us in all nations, okay? Most black immigrants, they're Hamites. They're not Israelites. Lisa Yasharal says, that's right, fam. Wait on the Most High. That's right. And He will lead and direct your paths. As long as we seek Him with all our heart, mind, and soul, He's going to guide us, y'all. And I see a magical number in here right now. It was 1414. 14 people was watching, 14 people liked. Tessa Yah says at J.R. Meadows, I didn't think about it that way. Beasts of the fields are not to be eaten. Yeah. And trust me, y'all, when I first started barking at that tree, I was like, oh no, is this saying what I think it's saying? Come to find out, yes, it is. And yeah, is it going to be a journey? Yes, it is. King David says, hey, at Earth Healing Angel, I'm going to make a post and tag you. It's a story I want to tell you, but way too much to talk about happened when we get mad. That happened to me in college. Had everyone shook in college. I'm going to be looking for that one. Once again, another magical number, 1515, a double number. 15 people watching, 15 people liking. Y'all know what we do with these numbers when we see it. King David says, find me and the police and ambulance had to come aid me when I calmed down. Laugh out loud. That's that warrior spirit in you, King David, which every Hebrew Israelite, when you tap all the way in, you got that warrior deep in you. Earth Healing Angel says, I'm open to Yah for any changes. Thank you for respecting my view at Mr. Real Talk. I can't stand people's psychic attacks, abusing others to make changes based on their personal convictions. Nah, we don't do that around here. See, one thing we're not gonna do around here, because we remember Isaiah 52 and 8. We're all not gonna agree on everything until Yahweh Himself comes back. So we don't fall out over stuff that we don't agree on. The only thing we can fall out on, if you come on here and say, hey, there's another God we should be serving, and then we're gonna fall out over that. As long as ain't nobody on here doing that and saying, hey, abandon the commandments they're done away with, we ain't gonna fall out over disagreements, because we remember Isaiah 52 and 8. When most of the Israelites don't remember Isaiah 52 and 8, we do. So we're not gonna fall out over disagreements, because we still brothers and sisters. We're here to love each other and to help each other. And also, we remember the scriptures. We're not all going to agree on everything. Certain things we got to agree on. And the things that we got to agree on, we all do. Everything else is up for debate, so to speak. And that's one of the things that the lying pen of the scribes have created that problem amongst us. Also, the Hamites, the Psalm 83s, have created that. Okay? And I'm about to pause right now. I like that comment I just seen. I see T. Harrison just made a comment in here. Look, I'm going to read this, and then I'm going to read these scriptures, y'all. I'd like to say welcome to T. Harrison. T. Harrison, I don't know if you're here for the first time today or if you've been here all along. Either way, welcome to you. Are you a brother or a sister? How long have you been on this channel? How did you find this channel? Let us know. I'm going to read this one last comment, and then I'm going to pause on all comments until I read the scriptures. T. Harrison says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood, and one of 8 persons to live through the flood. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes. Y'all get that? Not the Negroes. King David says that earth angel will do that after the live. Sadly, it was against my own. I was in the truth too, but barely. I'm believing in Yeshua, not the Joshua, Yahushua, the idol clown one. Laugh out loud. Earth and the angel says, at T. Harrison, shalom and welcome, and thank you for your comment. T. Harrison says, I'm a sister. Shout out to you, Sister T. Harrison. How did you find this channel, T. Harrison? Is this your first time here? Whatever the case be, welcome to you and subscribe to the channel. Now I'm going to pause on reading all these scriptures until I'm finished. I'm going to pause on reading comments until I'm finished with the scriptures, so that I don't be on here for 3 hours tonight. And check this out. Like I told y'all, the Hamites are not your friends. The Hamites have joined with Esau and all the other nations. Here in America, I'm a so-called black American, right? I'm telling y'all, what I've come to understand is we got a lot of people in America saying that they're black American. They look like you and me, but they're Hamites, imposters. They are tares. Same thing in Mexico, same thing in Guatemala, same thing in Africa, same thing in Egypt, Angola, Jordan, the UK, China, in Europe. You got tons of immigrants who are illegal Hamites saying, this isn't right, I look just like you, come help me. I don't care what you look like. You either the Israelites or you're in violation. And the Israelites are being violated from Lebanon to California. That is your land. The book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 1 through 4, specifically verse 4, from Lebanon to California belongs to you. And now all of that space has been invaded by Hamites, Psalm 83ers. But they ain't going to call themselves Psalm 83ers. They're going to say, I'm an immigrant seeking asylum. That's how they describe themselves these days. I'm an immigrant seeking asylum. Hamites. And that's why you see all these people coming up all over social media, black immigrants, talking crazy about black Americans. Hamites. The majority of those people are Hamites. And now it's time for some serious in-house cleaning. You got so-called black Americans out there speaking against black Americans getting our land back. I'm telling you, a lot of these people claiming to be black Americans, I don't care if they sound like us, look like us, they are Hamites. Hamites are very good with hiding amongst us, whether that's in Cuba, Mexico, Peru, Brazil, South Africa, Angola, Ethiopia. But we know our people. The Most High has built a vibrational connection between the Israelites scattered into all nations. That's why I told you, I don't care if my brother talks like this, whether he just came to America last night. I can feel and tell when they are still Israelites. Just like that so-called African was telling me, and he was an Igbo brother, but he came to America like 25 years ago. And he was telling me, my brother, there are niggas over in my country who look just like you. They sound like me, but they look just like you. I'm telling you, regular niggas. I said, yeah, I know. And he was like, you know? He was like, how do you know? And then I started to give him the rundown about how I know that. He was shocked when I started telling him who he was and his relation to me, and that he was my brother from another mother. He was shocked. He was blown away. And even though he was born and raised in Africa, that nigga's swag was straight up Hebrew Israelite swag. He was just as much a nigga as a nigga born and raised in Washington, D.C. Even though he talked like this. One of the smoothest so-called Africans I ever seen. Old nigga too. I got a built-in radar for my people. uh, but look at this though. Let's check out Psalms 83 for all of you ham bones out there. Ham bone, where you been? Round the corner and back again. Ham bone walk, ham bone talk. Ham bone eat with a knife and fork. What y'all know about that? Ham bone, where you been? What y'all know about that? Round the corner and back again. Sound off. Ham bone. All you black immigrants, whether you're in America, Mexico, UK, Brazil, the majority of you, you're Hamites, blending in and hiding. Now we're going to get into the scriptures and show people what you've been up to. You Hamites, you, right here in America. A lot of these niggas walking around, I'm FBA, I'm black American. No, you're not. You're an imposter. Y'all, we got Hamites wherever we are. Hamites follow us around pretending to be us because they've been destroyed since the days of old for what they've been doing to us for a long time. So they follow us around planet Earth pretending to be us. Everybody wants to be black. But in case you don't know, I told you, I worked around real Hamites. Real Hamites don't refer to themselves as black. That's something that they call black Americans. Because since you don't know who you are, where you're from, we'll just call you black. Real Hamites don't refer to themselves as black people. They'll only do that when they're trying to hide. Yeah. Because I've talked to real Hamites numerous times, and they would ask me stuff like, how come black people do this? How come black people do that? Because they're not black, and they know who they are. They would be real life Hamites. Maybe you don't know real life Hamites in real life. I do. Okay? I'm letting you know, not what I've been told, not what I heard. I've been around them, okay? And they got a spirit to them. You see, it's no such thing as a black person. That's a label slapped on the Israelites because you don't know who you are, so we'll just call you black. That's part of the Psalm 83 trick. Everybody else knows who they are. Not you black people, though. Not you Israelites. We'll just call you black. Listen to this. Psalms 83, verses 2 to 6. Give me 1 second, y'all. And I want y'all to hit that like button. If you haven't hit the like button already, Hebrews, hit that like button. Can y'all do y'all brother that favor? If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. Psalms 83, verse 2 to 6. For behold, your enemies are in tumult, and those who hate you have raised their heads. We're reading out of the Amplified version right now. Verse 3. They lay crafty schemes against your people and consult together against your hidden and precious ones. Verse 4. They have said, come and let us wipe them out as a nation. Let the name of Israel be in remembrance no more. That's why a lot of our people don't know that they're the Israelites. You call yourself every single name except an Israelite. Verse 5. For they have consulted together with one accord and one heart. Against you they make a covenant. Do you see this? This is these Hamites right here. Black immigrants. Most of them. Some of our people are sprinkled in there, but we ain't talking about some. We're talking about the majority. The majority of black immigrants are Hamites. Verse 6. The tents of Edom and the Ishmaelites. Ishmaelites are actually not your friends either. Of Moab and Hagarenes. Verse 7, Gabal and Ammon and Amalek. The Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. The Philistines are what you would call Hamites. People of the inhabitants of Tyre. Hamites. They're not your friend. They never have been. Now, turn with me to the book of Ezekiel, okay? So we can check out some of the judgments upon Ham. Ham ain't your friend. Ham got judgments coming on him. Give me 1 second, Hebrews. And hit the like button if you haven't hit the like button already. Hit the like button if you haven't hit it already, y'all. Hit the like button. Give me 1 second, Hebrews. That's all I want. Give me 1 second. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful day. Every one of you. Give me 1 second, fam. After I get finished reading these scriptures, I'm gonna come back and read y'all comments, and then I'm gonna let y'all brothers and sisters get on up out of here. One second, fam. All right. Turn with me to the book of Ezekiel. Chapter 30. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 30. And we're going to go verse 3 to 5. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 30, verse 3 to 5. So you can see some of the judgment on the Hamites. Ezekiel chapter 30, verse 3 to 5. For the day is near. For the day of Yahweh is near, a cloudy day. It will be the time of the heathen. Verse 4. The sword will come upon Egypt, and great anguish will be in Ethiopia, when the slain will fall in Egypt. They will take away her multitude. And her foundations will be broken down. Those are a lot of Hamites that's going to get caught up in the judgment of the Most High. Verse 5. Ethiopia, Cush, Libya, Put, Lydia, Lud, Chub, the upper Nile region, with all the mixed people living in Arabia. Do you hear that? Listen, these are all immigrants right here. And the people of the covenant, the Yahudim who had taken refuge in Egypt, will fall with them by the sword. Whoa. The Israelites who want to go and take refuge among these heathen and join them, you're going to die too. Do you hear all of these Hamite people and nations? They're multitudes. They're going to be slain. The Egyptians, the Ethiopians, and people of the covenant who join into them. Sell out niggas. Sell out Israelites who want to go soft on the black immigrants. Yeah. All these places I just named, these are so-called black people who hate your guts. No, brother. Brother, this isn't right, brother. Have a little more compassion. Hell no. You go have compassion for him. I'm not having compassion for him. Did you not just read what I just read? Maybe, look, for all of the kind-hearted Negroes out there, let me read this to you again. And the people of the covenant, that's you Israelites, people of the covenant, the Yahudim, who had taken refuge in Egypt, will fall with them by the sword. The Most High is going to snuff you out too if you want to side with them. Yeah, this is not a game. So you want to go ahead and side with all of these Psalm 83ers because they got melanin in their skin. The majority of black immigrants here in America, they ain't Israelites. That's why the Most High is booting them out. You can get mad all you want to. I know you get mad because either one or two things. Either you are a Hamite or you're people of the covenant, like we just reading about in Ezekiel chapter 30. You want to side with them, you're going to get slain with them. Either way, you're going down with them, whether you are an actual Hamite or you want to dwell amongst the Hamites and have sympathy for them. The Most High is coming to kill. And yes, the Hamites are going down. I just read it to you. There are multitude, droves of them going to get put to death. And a lot of them going into slavery too. Because they sold us into slavery. So they got to get sold into slavery. I know a lot of y'all don't like that. No, brother. Those are our people. No, they not. No, they're not. Those people are imposters. Psalm 83 is. I'm reading it to you right now. Ezekiel said they going to get smoked. And you niggas out there, you Israelites out there who want us to feel sorry for them, you want us to campaign for them. Some of y'all, guess what's going to happen? You want to hitch yourself to them, you're going to get slain by the sword, right along with the Egyptians. Let me read it again. Ethiopia, Cush, Libya, Put, Lydia, Lud, Chub, the upper Nile region, with all the mixed people living in Arabia. How many mixed people are there living in Arabia right now? Lots of them. All Psalm 83 is. They're going to get slain. And so if you're an Israelite, if you're feeling pity for them, definitely if you're trying to take up for them, you're going to get slain too. If you think these people are your friends, you're trying to help them and you think they want to help the Israelites after reading what we just read, you're going to get slain with them. I'm trying to help y'all wake up before it's too late. Hamites are not your friend, period. And go ahead and join yourself to them, you're going to get put to death. Hamites are not your friend. Wherever the Israelites go, whether that's America, Central America, South Africa, Europe, the United Kingdom, Angola, Egypt, Ethiopia, Cush, wherever the Israelites are, the Hamites follow us so that they can leech off of us. Because the Most High brought them so low because of what they did to us in the Old Testament days. And they ain't never been the same, and they ain't ever going to be the same. The Hamites are done. And it's a good thing. I'm glad that they're done. But they ain't done yet. Because the Most High is about to get every single Hamite you're getting off of my land. All of my lands. From Lebanon to California. You're going to be shipped out. Hamites. Ancient enemies of the Hebrews. And it's lots of black Gentiles who are actually Hamites. Right here in America, saying that they're black Americans when they are not. They're Hamites. You got Jamaicans in Jamaica saying that they're Jamaican. They're not. They're black Gentiles, Hamites. You got niggas in Trinidad claiming to be Trinidadian. They're not. They're Hamites. You got Hamites in West Africa claiming to be Israelites. They're not. They're Hamites. Wherever you are at, you are few in number. It ain't a lot of us. Part of the curses, the Most High said he was going to slaughter the nation of Israel so much for the wickedness. He was only going to leave a remnant of us alive. And that we were going to be surrounded by what you would call black Gentiles. Psalm 83 is Hamites. And I'm telling you, in America, a lot of these niggas walking around America, they're not black American. They're Hamites. And that's why I be getting so much pushback from these Hamite sympathizers as well as Hamites in America that don't want us to get our land back. You let me see somebody coming in this live chat and they don't want Yasharal to get all of our lands back, including the United States of America. Let me see somebody in the live chat speaking against that. I'ma chew you up. I don't care whether you're a real Hamite or an Israelite coming to the rescue to Ham. I'ma chew you up if I see anybody in the comment section or the live stream against the indigenous people of any land getting their land back. I'ma chew you up. Listen to this. Hit that like button if you haven't hit it already. If you haven't hit it already, y'all. And turn with me turn with me. Hold on. Hold on. Turn with me to the book of Ezra, chapter 9. Turn with me to the book of Ezra, chapter 9. We're going to do verse 1 to 2. The book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1 to 2. The book of Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1 to 2. And this is about mingling with these Hamites that corrupted our blood. Afterward, the officials came to me and said, the Israelites and the priests and Levites have not separated themselves from the peoples of the lands, but have committed the abominations of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, Moabites, Egyptians, and the Amorites. All these people are what you would call black Gentiles. Now today you would call them black immigrants. These are the same people, hiding themselves under different names. It's the same people, y'all. Verse 2. For they have taken as wives some of their daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy offspring have mixed themselves with the peoples of the lands. Indeed, the officials and chief men have been foremost in this wicked act and direct violation of God's wills. You see that? Mixing in with these ham bones, y'all. These ham bones are not your friend. That's not what they're there for. And most of you, because we have mixed in with these people, we've been mixing in with all nations. You have a soft spot in your heart for Hamites, for ham bones, where you been, around the corner and back again. Most of y'all got a soft place in your heart for these people, even though the Most High is going to crack their heads wide open. Even though all these people have been oppressing you, they follow you wherever you go. You come to North America, the Hamites follow you here. You go to Central America, Hamites follow you there. You go to South America, Hamites follow you there. You go to Europe, Hamites follow you there. You go to Asia, Hamites follow you there. You go to Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, Hamites follow you there. You go to Ethiopia, Israel, Afghanistan, Tunisia, Libya, Hamites follow you there. Wherever you go, Hamites got a trail behind you. That's who they are. They don't know anything else other than to follow the Israelites so that they can continue their diabolical plan to keep you on the bottom. They've been doing this since the Old Testament days. They were one of the first people to oppress you, and they're still doing it. And that's why you see so many black immigrants making all these social media videos talking down about black Americans, because the majority of those people are Hamites. I don't care what they call themselves. Look, I'm going to tell you, a lot of so-called black Americans are really Hamites. Everywhere we go, the real physical Israelites, we few in number. That's how many. I'm realizing that more and more, y'all. The Most High slew lots and lots and lots of our people. He was pissed at us. And he said he was going to leave us few in number because he's going to slaughter us and feed us to these Psalm 83s who've been devouring us, including right here in America. A bunch of damn Hamites sitting on top of us, eating us, literally cannibalizing us, sold us to the white man and everything. Then got the nerve now, because the white man on their ass now they want to come together. We ain't coming together with you Hamites. Listen to this. And this is what happens when the Hamites come around you. They overtake your inheritance. And now look, America is for everybody now, right? All lands over the world are for everybody now, right? That's a savage way of thinking. And yes, the Hamites are savages, just like the Edomites are savages. Every nation in Psalms 83 ain't nothing but a damn savage. You're a monster and an animal. And it's time for the animal control to come around and handle you. You're an animal. The book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 2 to 4. Showing you, whenever these Hamites come around you, they overtake your inheritance, including in America and everywhere else that we are. We surrounded by infiltrators, black immigrants, Psalm 83ers, Hamites. Listen to this. The book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 2 to 4. Our inheritance has fallen over to strangers, our houses to foreigners. What do you call a stranger? You call them a foreigner. What do you call a foreigner? You call it an immigrant. What do you call a black immigrant? Psalms 83, a Hamite. And don't talk to me about, brother, those are our people. Hamites are not our people. Do you got Israelites who are sprinkled in amongst them? Of course, because they hide amongst us. But the majority, don't talk to me about no exception. Guess what? Because if it is an exception, you think the Most High don't know how to look out for his own seed line? Of course he does. I ain't talking about the Israelite scattered amongst Ham. I'm talking about the Hamites. Those are strangers. Those are what? What did it just call them? Strangers, foreigners, immigrants amongst the nation of Israel, because we should not be living around Hamites. But since none of the nations on earth want to follow the Most High's laws and go in the land that belongs to them, so they want to all overrun our land and then say it's for everybody, because you're a bunch of criminals. Everybody in Psalms 83 is a demon and a criminal, including you Hamites. You dusty Hamites, you. Let me catch a Hamite coming in this live chat talking crazy. I got something for you, Hamitical ass. Verse 3. We have become orphans and fatherless. Our mothers are like widows. Orphans and fatherless. We ain't got no home. Why? Because all of the black Gentiles, the illegal immigrants, have stormed all of our lands and gotten up over us very high, and we have gotten down very low. That's what happens when the Hamites come around you. Your inheritance goes to them. They get up very high while you come down very low. And that's why they come to America and say, oh, you black people, what is wrong with you? You are lazy. I have come here for 5 years now. I am wealthy. I have business. I have homes. I know you do because you were Psalm 83. Of course you got all those things because you're in cahoots with the enemies of the Israelites. And now that you are getting removed from our land, now you all up in the tizzy. Too bad. You should have never violated the children of Israel. And the Most High knows who's the Israelites and who is not. If you Israelite turn into the Most High God, you'll be fine. But if you're a Hamite hiding amongst us, you are getting ready to get plucked up. You're being uprooted and you're going back to your land. And it ain't with me and my brothers and sisters. You got your own land. Time to go home, Hamite, Mr. Hambone. Verse 5. Our pursuers are upon our necks like a yoke. We are weary and are allowed no rest. Ever since the Hamites been on our neck, we can't get any rest. As long as we got Psalm 83 as the other nations living around us, we will never be able to rest because they're always going to be doing all they can to keep us destroyed. Hamites, Edomites, Ishmaelites, Hagarenes, Egyptians, Philistines, you name it, Ethiopians. And now everybody just wants to call themselves black so they can slide on in and do their work against us. Ain't nothing ever good came from being around these Hamites. Now check this out. A book that the Catholics, the Edomites, Psalm 83 do not want us to read stuff like this because the Pope told them not to. The Pope said, no, this isn't canonized. The complete 54 book Apocrypha. The church, who is the leader of Psalms 83, headed by the Pope, includes all the other nations, including black immigrants, Hamites to be exact. And like I said, don't come on here talking about those are our people. No, they're not. Hamites are not our brothers and sisters. They're the enemies of Yah. They're the enemies of the nation of Israel. Do we got some Israelites who are sprinkled in there? Of course we do. And when they turn back to the Most High God, they don't have a thing to be worried about. Just like you and me don't have a thing to be worried about. Even though in every land we in, we're surrounded by imposters, including black immigrants who are Hamites pretending to be us. That's why we can't get no rest. That's why every time we go online, we see black immigrants running their big, black, dusty Hamite mouths, calling themselves Black American, calling themselves Jamaican, calling themselves Trinidadian, calling themselves African, call themselves whatever the hell they want. I don't care. Black immigrants talking bad about black Americans. And especially now because you can't freeload off of us no more, Mr. Hambone. So the Hamites are pissed. And they're being exposed. So are the Edomites. So are the Hispanics. Everybody who's against the nation of Israel, you're being exposed. Not only in America, in South America, in Brazil, in Peru, in Cuba, Mexico, Colombia, in Uruguay, in Afghanistan, Libya, Kenya, Tunisia, okay? Ethiopia, Israel, Bangladesh, India, Saudi Arabia, wherever you at, you're against the nation of Israel. Your day is here. The day of the heathen is here. Every one of you animalistic rascals, you're being disposed. And every one of you, you will be leaving all of our lands. From Lebanon to California, you're going to have to get the hell off our lands. Now watch this. Watch this what I'm about to read to y'all right now. And you're going to see why Esau, the Pope, the church, the Hamites, everybody basically agrees and they tell you, don't read this, don't read that. Y'all notice that? It started with the Pope, then it went to the church, then all the nations say, we don't accept that book, brother. The book of Enoch is not canonized. The book of Baruch is not canonized. Brother, the book of Jubilees is demonic, brother. Don't read that, please. Guess what? To hell with all of y'all. We gonna read this, and you gonna get this work. And now you're gonna find out why they never wanted y'all to read this. Look what we gonna read about Mr. Hambone. Hambone, you a filthy criminal just like Esau. We're going to read the book of Jubilees, chapter 10. The book of Jubilees, y'all. No, I see a magical number again, 1717. No, please don't read the book of Jubilees. You going off, that book is not canonized. Says who? Says who? We don't care what the Pope says. We don't care what the church says. Anybody saying stuff like that, you got that from the church. We don't care about none of that. We're going to read everything that y'all tell us not to read. We're going to read it. So you can get mad all you want. Jubilees chapter 10, verse 29 to 24. Jubilees chapter 10, verse 29 to 34. Listen to this. I'm going to leave y'all with this. Once y'all see this, you better not ever feel sorry for the Hamites ever again. None of them. They are your active enemy, not passive. Active enemy, and everywhere you go on earth, dusty Hamites follow you, trying to siphon off your glory, hoping that they look close enough to you that they can blend in and pretend to be like you. But you Hamites got a different spirit on y'all, and it's easy to spot once you know what it looks like. Once again, I see that magical number. 17 people watching, 17 people looking. And look, you think we don't have some Hamites in here watching right now? I can tell you right now, I know we got at least 1 or 2 Hamites in here watching right now. They're very angry. They're pissed. But they see the scriptures that I'm bringing out. There is no defense against this. That's why they're not saying nothing. You think I don't know we ain't got at least 1 or 2 Hamites in here or a Hamite sympathizer? But they sitting back like this right now because they know it ain't a damn thing they can do or say with none of these scriptures I done brought out. These scriptures that I just brought out make it plain and clear to people who want truth. But most people out there, they don't want truth. And most black immigrants in America, they don't want truth. And they're not going to like what I'm getting ready to read right now. I guarantee you black immigrants don't want to read what I'm getting ready to read right now. Not just in America, all over the world. Hamites and Israelites are 2 different people. I don't care if you got melanin in your skin or not. The majority of the Confederates in Psalm 83 got melanin in their skin. And that didn't stop them from utterly destroying our nation, even since way back then, and they're still doing it. But now, all praises to the Most High God. The jig is up. Everybody's getting ready to go back to where you belong. And you can take that however you want. I don't care. You had your foot on the necks of the Israelites for hundreds and hundreds of years. And now the Most High is removing you, Mr. Hambone. Watch this. The book of Jubilees, chapter 10, verse 29 to 34. Listen to this. And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon. Didn't I tell you Joshua chapter 1, verse 1 through 4 tells you from Lebanon to California belongs to the Israelites? Look at this. Again, Jubilees chapter 10, verse 29 to 34. And Canaan, who is a Hamite, and Canaan saw the land, and Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. And he did not, look, and he did not go into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon, eastward and westward from the border of Jordan, and from the border of the sea. And his father, Ham, do you hear this? His father, Ham, and his brothers Cush and Mizraim said to him, you have settled in a land which is not yours. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, brother. No, brother. Please don't read that, brother. Every land is for everybody, brother. There's no such thing as boundaries to the land, brother. Every land is for everybody, brother. Brother, you're using the white man's talking points, brother. Y'all know I actually had Negroes tell me that on this channel. I'm using the white man's talking points because I want my land back. I had a Negro come on here and say that. I wouldn't be surprised if they on here right now. They ain't saying nothing right now because I'm leaving nowhere for anybody to run on this one. There is nowhere to run. At best, you're just going to sit back and shut your mouth. I thought all land was for everybody. I thought I was using the white man's point where I said this land belongs to me and my brothers and sisters. I thought that was the white man's talking points. Is the book of Jubilees the white man's talking points as well? And Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. And he did not go into the land of his inheritance to the west, that is to the sea, and he dwelt in the land of Lebanon. Lebanon and California belongs to the Israelites, so he's in violation. Eastward and westward from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. And his father, Ham, you see that this is the chief of who you would call the Africans, the real Africans. He is the father of the Africans. And his father, Ham, and his brothers, Cush and Mizraim, said to him, you have settled in a land which is not yours. All you black immigrants over here in my country, you settling in a land that ain't yours. This is ungodly. But I know you don't care about that, right? That's why nobody wants the indigenous people of this land to get our land back, because we the Israelites. You have settled in a land which is not yours, and which did not fall to us by lot. This land did not fall to us by lot. Also tapping in on righteous divination, casting lots. Joshua chapter 18 and 10. Joshua didn't say, hey, all 12 tribes live in the same space. He didn't do that. Joshua casted lots to decide what tribe gets to live with. Everybody got their own land. Is that white man's thinking points too? Or is it holy? Everybody supposed to have their own land. And his father Ham and his brothers Cush and Mizraim said to him, you have settled in a land which is not yours, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so. Excuse me. Do not do so. For if you do so, you and your sons will fall in the land and be cursed through sedition. For by sedition you have settled, and by sedition your children will fall, and you will be rooted out forever. Wow. Do not dwell in the dwelling of Shem. What? Do not dwell in the dwelling of Shem. You're breaking the commandments of the Most High and his ordinance. You got your own land. Go home. Do not dwell in the dwelling of Shem. For to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Get the hell off our lands, y'all. From Lebanon to California. Go home. You don't belong there if you're not an Israelite. For to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Cursed are you, and cursed will you be beyond all the sons of Noah. By the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge and in the presence of our father Noah. Do you see that? They made a vow when they got off their boat, y'all. This is why they don't want you reading other books. They made a vow. The three sons of Noah, everybody got their own lands, and you are to go into your land, not nobody else's. Go home. and the presence of our father Noah. But he did not listen to them. You see? Do you see that? And dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entering of Egypt, he and his sons until this day. You see that? Do you see that? So now it's time to pay. Last verse. And for this reason that the land is named Canaan. Do you see that? So when the Israelites were coming out of slavery in ancient times and they went and took that land from the Hamites in Canaan, that's because that land was already theirs. Canaan was not supposed to be there. Do you see that? I know somebody sees that now. Because I know somebody would say, well, how can the Israelites just come out of slavery and go take Canaan? Because that was already given to Shem. But Canaan said, to hell with that. I like that land, I'm taking it. Do you see that? The Hamites are wicked as hell. And Ham told him, hey, don't you go over there and live over there. You're not supposed to live over there. We made a covenant and we made an agreement with the Most High and with our father Noah. We're Noah's sons. All of us got our own lands to live in. Ham told that little Hamite, don't you go over there and dwell amongst Shem. That's not our place. We have our place. The Canaan was like, nah, forget that. Me and my sons, we going over there and encroach on their land. And the filthy, stinking Hamites been encroaching on our land ever since. Wherever we are at, the Hamites go. From Lebanon to California belongs to Shem. But Ham said, screw that. I like that land. I'm taking it for myself. So now we got all these black immigrants in America and other places. But since I'm in America and all the hell is being raised in America, because black Americans are standing up now, who are really the Israelites, at least a remnant of us, because a lot of these niggas in America claiming black American are actually Hamites as well. Wherever the Israelites are, we all over the world, but we're few in number all over the world, because the Most High slew the majority of our people for the wickedness, the idolatry, joining the Hamites, joining the Edomites, the Hagarenes, the Canaanites. We joined them all, so the Most High slaughtered us and made us few in number, just like he said he was going to do. And everywhere we go, Hamites on our land. Hamites in Jamaica, Trinidad, Hamites in the UK, right here in America, in Africa, all over. And we are surrounded by black-faced Hamites pretending to be us. You can't hide no more. And I dare a Hamite to come in this live chat. I dare you to come in here and speak against the indigenous population of America getting our land back. I dare you. And I know some of y'all in here right now. I dare you to talk crazy right now. I got something for you. I just sliced you in the... I just hewed all you Hamites out there into pieces. I hewed all you Hamite sympathizers into pieces. We read in Ezekiel 30 what's going to happen to the people of the covenant who side with the Hamites. You're going to get put to death too. I just hewed a whole bunch of Psalm 83s and Psalm 83 sympathizers to pieces with the scriptures we just read. It ain't none of you out there who can do nothing about it except get ready to pack your bags and get off of my country. Go home. We don't want you here because you're an enemy of the Most High God and you're an enemy of his children. And all the way in the ancient days, Canaan came into our land even when his dad told him not to because you're breaking the law. This was established by the Most High God and they agreed to it with Noah. That was the order, y'all. You go here, you go here, you go there. Ain't no such thing as all land belongs to everybody. That's white. Now that's white man's talking points right there. And I hope that somebody has been edified by this live stream. And if you are one of the Psalm 83s, particularly a Hamite, you're going to get your ass off my land. From Lebanon to California, nigga. You're going to get the hell off my land. You just like your daddy. Wicked as hell. And shout out to all the Hebrew Israelites surrounded by Hamites all over the world. Let me read these comments, y'all, and I'm going to let y'all go. Right, we got T. Harrison says she was a sister. Shout out to T. Harrison. Earth Andrew says, at King David, you have my support, brother, and don't be hard on yourself. Learn it, learn from it, and you are good in Yah. T. Harrison says, Ham, the youngest son of Noah, but the Egyptians, Ethiopians, Libyans, and Canaanites. Zondervan Bible Dictionary. T. Henderson says, I have been here before. Glad I caught you live. Okay, shout out to you, T. Henderson. T. Henderson says, Shabbat Shalom to you. Same to you, wonderful sister. Glad that you could catch us again. Appreciate you being here. KC Bad Y'all says, peace and blessings at Mr. Real Talk in chat. Peace and blessings to you, KC Bad Y'all. Hope you're having a great day. Thanks for coming through. Earth Angel says, at KC Bad Y'all, Shalom, and welcome, sis. KC Bad Y'all says, praying emoji, thanks. Lisa Yasseral says, they jealous. If it was them, I'd be jealous too. Facts. If I was them, I'd be jealous too. Yeah, I would too. And they're in the spirit of their father, Canaan. Ham told him, don't you go over there and set up shop in Shem's territory. That ain't right. We got our own territory. But Canaan said, man, to hell with that. I'm doing what I want. I want Shem's territory. You see that? And that was not a so-called white man. These Hamites ain't nothing to play with. They're not your friends. Earthfield and Angel says, at Lisa Yasseral 100. KC Bayah says, hey, ho, ho. All Psalms 83 has got to go. Yes, they do. And go they will. Aviyah says, Shalom at KC Bayah. Welcome. Earthfield and Angel says, laughing emoji, the song though. Aviyah says at KC Bayah, nice cheer. That is a nice cheer. Earthfield and Angel says, everyone wants to be black, but when they don't want our black problem, get the F out of here. Fakers. Exactly. See, niggas only want to be black when it's time to dance and sing and be cool. But when we going through all of the hell we catching in all these nations, then they don't want to be black then. Then that's when they want to delineate and separate and let everybody know, I am not black. T. Harrison says, Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Yeah, because the Judites, we're going to be the kings of Israel. And also, we're going to be very zealous in putting our hands and feet on our enemies. And so our brothers and sisters are going to praise us for that. Because we ain't playing with these niggas no more. Lisa Yasseral says, want to be black, but don't want the curses. Facts. KC Bayah says, I'm so sick of them. Laugh out loud at Abiyah. Me too. And Earthfield and Angel posted all of the Psalms 83 verses that we read. Psalms 83, verse 2 to 5. These people are not our friends. Abiyah says, at KC Bayah, I hear you. I am sick of them too. T. Harrison says, all the nations that follow behind us and come to America. Yes, they do. Wherever we at, Psalm 83 is going to follow us right there because they leeches. Lisa Yasseral says, we only have the Most High alone and one another. Facts. Earth and the Angel says, at Lisa Yasseral, no allies, beloved. We all we got with the Most High. Yup. Earthfield and Angel says Ezekiel 30 and 3 to 5. That's letting you know what happens when these heathens come around us, when these Hamites come around us, these foreigners. Again, for the day is near, even the day of the Lord is near. A cloudy day. It shall be the time of the heathen. Hamites are heathen. And the sword shall come upon Egypt, and great pain shall be in Ethiopia, when the slain shall fall in Egypt, and they shall take away her multitude, and her foundation shall be broken down. Lots of Hamites you're going to get put to death for what you've been doing. Lisa Yasseral says at Earth and the Angel 1000. Earth and the Angel says our sister Tessa Yah just talked about this in her live today. Please support our sister's channel and please subscribe to Mr. Real Tall channel to support our brother. Appreciate that, Earth and the Angel. And shout out to Tessa Yah. Tessa Yah be on fire. She one of them ones. Everybody in this live chat is one of them ones. See, the Hebrew Israelites are like the cream of the crop, and we are now beginning to rise to the top. Psalm 83 is can't cling on to us no more. In all nations, they're being exposed. King David says, yeah, that's the scripture side with them BK, like it or not. That's right, they're going to get viciously and brutally BK, like it or not. Earth and the Angel says, at King David, Uncle Tom is in that number. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, sis. Earth Angel says, I had to abbreviate it so they could post Uncle Tom's. Shaking my head. Earth Angel says, so go ahead and try to protect your YT woman and Mexican woman or man. Watch you get BK'd. Better stop listening to them camp charts. Yep. Earth Angel says, at King David and the sisters with snow canes. Ah, that was a good one. KC Bad Y'all, there's a brother that has asked us to petition the Most High on July 14th to deliver us, the heathen, according to Psalms 2 and 8 and Isaiah 41 and 1. Hey, I think you're talking about newly awakened Israelite. Maybe you're talking about him. Let us know, KC Bad Y'all. Hey, that definitely sounds like a plan. July 14th, everybody petition to the Most High to deliver the heathen to us for captives. Sounds like a plan. July 14th, y'all. At James Lean says at King David, exactly 100. Shout out to you, James Lean. I think this is your first time here, brother. I don't recall seeing you before. I believe this is. If this is, welcome to the channel, James Lean, and consider subscribing, brother. Earth and the Angel says we got too many beautiful brothers for the sisters and too many virtuous and beautiful sisters for the brothers. We're not all toxic. You'll see. We don't need to procreate with other nations. Facts. Facts. Abiah says, at Earth and the Angel 100. James Lean says, hey, this is my first time on your channel, and I appreciate you, brother 100. Okay. Shout out to you, brother James Lean. And welcome to the channel, brother James Lean. This is your home. This is your family. This is also an Old Testament only channel, brother, when we worship Yahweh and him only. I appreciate you stopping past here and spending time with the family. Welcome to this channel and welcome to your family, brother. Subscribe to the channel, brother. And there's a lot of brothers and sisters in here who are very, 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 very knowledgeable in all kinds of things. We all learn from each other and we help each other over here. That's what it's all about, fam. So welcome. Earth and the Angel says, at James Leon, Shalom and welcome. Abiah says, Shalom at James Leon, welcome. James Leon says, I've been saying a lot of these people are Hamites. And brother, you are correct. You are very correct, brother. Lisa Yasseral says, anyone that says we don't deserve reparations, I'm keeping my eyes on them. Exactly. That's how you know. Either they're a sellout Israelite or more than likely they are a Hamite. And remember this, y'all, the Most High said that we were going to be few in number in all nations. So even a lot of these so-called black Americans, they're not black Americans. They're Hamites. But the real, true black American is indigenous to this place. Not the Psalm 83ers who are pretending to be black Americans, y'all. Same thing in Jamaica, same thing in Trinidad, same thing in Tobago, Bahamas, Mexico, Cuba, Venezuela, South Africa, Angola, Egypt, Ethiopia, Afghanistan, Turkey, wherever. Surrounded by Hamites, because the real Israelites are few in number, because the Most High put a lot of us to death because we was wicked. where we at? James Dion says, at Earth Healing Angel, thank you. James Dion says, at Aviar, thank you. James Dion says, at Earth Healing Angel, I agree with your above comment. We have very beautiful people in our own tribe. Yes. Earth Healing Angel says, yeah, the land of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass. Yes, the hand of the princes and rulers have been chief in this trespass. J.R. Meadows says, crafty counsel. Earth Angel says, at James Leon, exactly. We are fed the lies that all brothers are Pookie and Ray Ray. Yup. And all sisters are wicked as hell. Yup. That's a lie. If we are attracting toxic relationships, something in us needs to heal. Facts. James Leon says, and want to rule over you is what they want to do. Yeah, they do. Earth Angel says, Lamentations 5 and 2, our inheritance is turned to strangers, our houses to aliens, illegal aliens, Hamites. Lamentations 5 and 3, we are orphans and fatherless, our mothers are as widows, cast off in our own land, y'all. Lisa Yazarov says, we have to be able to read spirits. Exactly. Earth Angel says, at least Yasserall, the best way to read is through the eye gates. The eyes are the window to the soul. Lisa Yasserall says, if they were our people, they would have been claimed us. Yeah, they would. Earth Angel says, Baruch in 3, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. You see that? Lisa Yasserall says, at Earth Healing Angel, yes, sis. Earth Angel says, family, be careful of these stabbish people siphoning our energies. Stabbish people. James Lean says, family, I'm about to drop in a jewel. The synagogue of Satan who stole our identity are the pale ones, are the same people in Mexico, Cuba, and other Latino culture. James Leon says, I know this because I've studied the synagogue of Satan for a long time. James Leon says, research their cultures and then compare. Yes, James Leon, it's the same savage who perpetrated all of this insanity. These Edomites are the ringleader of Psalms 83, which means they are the leader of the Hamites. And see, this is one of the reasons why they don't want us reading other books. The book of Jubilees, you're going to find out what we just read. Earth Angel says they have no empathy for all the atrocities we have faced. They come and become Esau's trophies against us. Yes, Jubilees chapter 10, verse 29 to 34. Earth Angel says they not like us, Kendrick Lamar. Facts. King David says 100 at James and Earth. They gonna get BK'd over them people. And I told people stop listening to that seed of father to sleep outside their race excuse. Facts. Earth Angel says, and Canaan saw the land of Lebanon to the river of Egypt, that it was very good. I'm telling y'all, from Lebanon to California belongs to you. This is a violation what Canaan did. And he went not into the land of his inheritance, to the land that he's supposed to go into, the west, that is, to the sea. And he dwelt in the land of Lebanon. That's your land, Hebrew. Eastward and westward from the border of Jordan and from the border of the sea. Verse 30, and Ham his father and Cush and Mizraim his brothers said unto him, thou hast settled in a land which is not thine. That means he immigrated to a country which he had no right to do. Thou hast settled in a land which is not thine, and which did not fall to us by lot. Do not do so, for if thou do so, thou and thy sons will fall in the land and be accursed through sedition. For by sedition you have settled, and by sedition will thy children fall, and thou shalt be rooted out forever. And now that's coming upon you now. You're going to leave our land right here in America and every other place from Lebanon to California. Hamites, you getting ready to leave, believe it or not. Verse 31, dwell not in the dwelling of Shem, For to Shem and to his sons did it come by their lot. Every single people got their own land, y'all. And niggas are in America getting mad because we want our land back. Something in their spirit ain't right. Verse 32, cursed art thou, and cursed shalt thou be beyond all the sons of Noah, by the curse by which we bound ourselves by an oath in the presence of the holy judge. That's the Most High. And in the presence of Noah our father. They broke the covenant and invaded your lands. So now they're going to catch the smoke. But he did not hearken unto them, and dwelt in the land of Lebanon from Hamath to the entering of Egypt, he and his sons until this day. And they're still doing it, but now you're getting ready to go home. And that's why all these black immigrants are so upset. They're like, we've been able to invade your land with no consequences, and now we got to go home, and they're upset about it. Lisa Yasseral says, just learn something new. All praises to the Most High. Hey, Lisa Yasseral, all praises to the Most High God and Him alone. Y'all see why they don't want you reading the book of Jubilees, though? Because you see, this is a violation. The Hamites, all of Noah's sons, made a deal before the face of Yahweh and in the presence of Noah that everybody would go to the lands that fell to their lot. But Canaan said, screw that. I'm going to go wherever the hell I want. I like Shem's land better. And the black immigrants like your land better. So they don't want to go home. Y'all see this? All praises to the Most High for revealing this. James Leon says, at King David, exactly 100. And they leave us out as men. You are supposed to choose a Judah wife if you are of Judah's seed. They don't really be reading, just parroting what they heard. Yep. Earth Feeling Angel says, at Lisa Yasseral, all praises to the Most High. Tessa Yah says, Abba Yah assigned us all an inheritance of land. They are violating the law by being away from their inheritance. Yep. So they're going to have to get smoked. Earth Angel says, at King David, they're about to get a rude awakening. Lisa Yasseral says, wow. Yeah, wow is right. Earth Angel says, we took our land back and they tried to make it seem like we just was bullying folks. Not to mention how Cain desecrated our land with their defilement, and we still want to serve their God. Shaking my head. You see that? They made it seem like the children of Israel went into Canaan and took that land back. They made it seem like you was trying to bully them. Whole time, Canaan was never supposed to be there. You came out of slavery and took your shit back. You see this? Do y'all see this? But if you won't read the book of Jubilees, you won't know. You only read the books that the Pope told you to. So you say, you know what? That ain't right. The Israelites just came into Canaan and took their land, because you ain't never read Jubilees, how everybody got their land assigned to them. And when we got out of slavery from under the Hamites, we came and took our shit back. You see that? Y'all, this is what they are afraid of, y'all, because once again, we're starting to raise up and we getting ready to take our shit back worldwide. And they're scared to death. So I get it. I get it. Earth Angel says, I read in Torah on the Shabbat because it's Sunday now where I am at. And it said Baal worship included pissing and shitting in front of the idol. Wow. Wow. No wonder why, you know what? The Hamites have an infatuation with boo-boo. Eating it, bathing in it. Yeah, they do. The Hamites are infatuated with boo-boo. So that's not surprising at all. KC Bad Yah says, ugh. Earth Angel says, at KC Bad Yah, you is correct, sister. James Leon said, that's also why they are trying to recruit Judah to go to Africa. It's like, don't you think they would do you in again? Wake up, Judah. It's very dangerous for you. Yes, it is. Abiah says, at Earth Healing Angel, that is so abominable. Earth Angel says, at Abiah, will allow Bah Hashem people like getting baptized, not knowing Baptism is Dagon worship. Bring it out, sis. James Leon says, at Mr. Real Talk, thank you, brother. Keep spitting the truth. Gives the black fist 100. Hey, James Leon, much love to you, brother. Todd X. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to you, James Leon, and to every Hebrew Israelite in this live chat. No matter what country you in, what language you speak, where you at, shout out to you. Earth Angel says, at Abiyah, as sister. Tessayah says, we better get in that word and learning for ourselves. Yep. Tessayah says, at Earth Angel, that's so nasty. We are surrounded by wickedness. I'll be happy when all this wickedness stops. Me too. Earth Angel says, at Tessayah, exactly, sis. Our people are following Baal, who is Tammuz, Baal, Dagon, etc. It shows how defiled our people are in ignorance. Tessayah says, yes, Earth Healing Angel, we have to have a personal relationship with Abiyah. After September, he's all we have for a short time. Abiyah says, at Earth Healing Angel, that is so wicked, marine witchcraft. Earth Angel says, at Tessayah, yes. At Abiyah, yes. Jason Lean says, yes, we are the cream of the crop. KC Bayah says, yes, newly awakened. Hey, y'all, go subscribe to that brother, Newly Awakened Israelite channel. That brother bringing some heat. And on July 14th, I believe he's asking for all the Israelites to pray for the Most High to give us the heathen as an inheritance. Earth Healing Angel says, Tessa Yah's channel. She dropped the link in there. Y'all subscribe to that sister's channel. Jason Leon said, thank you, brother, for welcoming me here and chat. No problem, brother. We love God's chosen people. We love them all over the world, no matter what country they was born in or what country they living in. Even to the Israelites, who the white man would say you're an illegal immigrant. To those illegal immigrants, it's only a few of y'all, but we welcome you too. The only illegal immigrants that we want the hell up out of here is the Psalm 83ers. If you're actually an Israelite and you migrated to America illegally, means nothing to me. I welcome you because you my brother. You the brothers and sisters, and you're always welcome in the house of your brothers and sisters. But to the majority of you heathens out there, you ain't Israelites. You're Hamites and others. Get the hell off my land. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of every single nigga in Psalms 83. I can't stand you. And I'm ready for you to leave my land. All of my lands from Lebanon to California. And you are getting ready to leave. J.R. Meadows says, welcome to the club. That's right. Tessa Yah says, thanks, family. We need each other because Abiyah is giving us different information. Let's go, Yasharal. That's right. Earth and the Angel says, Mr. Real Talk backup channel. Dry Bones Resurrection. Hey, I appreciate that, Earth and the Angel. Please, family, subscribe to my backup channel, Dry Bones Resurrection. Link is in the live description. Because one day we could come on here and this channel could be abolished. YouTube already wants to delete this channel. They already warned me before. James Dion said, yes, we do deserve reparations. Our people work their ass off to build this country. Yes. Earth Healing Angel says, Mr. Real Talk email, glory to Yah 1121 for direct contact. Hey, Earth Healing Angel, thank you very much, sis, for putting that out there. And that is my email, family, for any of the brothers, any of the sisters who want to email me about whatever. Maybe you just want to chop it up. Maybe you got some info you want to share with me. Whatever. My email is right there. Glory to Yah 1121 at gmail.com. I appreciate that, Earth Angel. Tessa Yah says, we will get repaid because I read that today. But after Yah put his foot in the butts of our enemies. That's right. Earth Angel says, I talk too damn much in this chat. Let me give you others a chance to talk. It's all good, Earth Angel. All of us are here to chop it up. Because right now, this is the only way we can chop it up. And me too, I know I be running my big black mouth. Sometimes I ramble on and on and on and on. I feel you, Earth Healing Angel. When I get around y'all niggas, I can't help it. I can't be quiet. I cannot help myself when I get around y'all. Tessa Y'all says, we love talking to you, Earth Healing Angel. That's right. James Leon says, I have subscribed to your channel. Hey, brother, I appreciate that, brother. Todd Vex to you. Peace, blessings, love, and safety to you and yours, James Leon. Earth Angel says, at Tessa Y'all, you're too kind, sister, and thank you, loving emoji. Tessa Y'all says, at Earth Healing Angel, loving emoji. Abion says, welcome at James Leon. We are glad to have you on the channel. Yes, we are. Lisa Yasser says, at Earth Healing Angel, sis, please don't stop. James Leon says, at Abiyah, thank you. I'm happy to be here amongst truth. Be happy to have you, bro. Tessa Yah says, the seed of the father crap is a lie. You can find that in Deuteronomy. We have to be Israel on both sides. Abiyah says, at James Leon, all praises to the Most High. Earth Angel says, at Lisa Yasser, thank you, sis, for your encouragement. Lisa Yasser says, I'm a listener. I enjoy listening to all of you. Hey, same here, Lisa Yasser. I'm a listener too. Although I have to run my big black mouth when I'm going live, but I like to sit back and listen at times too. Earth Healing Angel says, smiling emoji. SP says, facts at Tessa Yah. Earth Angel says, at Tessa Yah 100. The camps are causing our people to break this law. Chosen 1619 says, Jacob gave the main birthright to Judah, which is us. King David says, wish I can reply more, but damn, we getting slaughtered at work. I feel you, bro. Earth Angel says, at King David, have a peaceful work night. May it be safe and about fast for you. Smash on Sight must have said something crazy because he got deleted by Earth Healing Angel. At Earth Healing Angel says, Smash on Sight, if he's not a scholar, can you take your ass somewhere else? That's right. Get him, Earth Healing Angel. Abiyah says, at King David, stay safe and have a Barak night. That's right, King David. You have yourself a good night, brother. Try not to let these rascals work you too hard. To everybody else out there who came and spent this time with all of us, I like to say Tav X Hebrews, purity and becoming one. I'd also like to put to bed that rumor that foundational black Americans don't like anybody who's not born and raised in America. We put that bed to rumor around here. I'm a foundational black American. I'm an indigenous American Indian, a Gullah, a Geechee, whatever you want to call me. But I got nothing but love for all of the Israelites who scattered into all nations. We got Israelites on this channel in so-called Africa, Amsterdam, Angola, Egypt, the UK, Jamaica. We got Israelites who are so-called Jamaican, Trinidadian, Black Mexican. We got love for all of them. So we put to bed that, oh, black Americans, they don't like anybody who's not from America. Maybe if they black. We Israelites over here, okay? And I understand this. I know some of us might not, but I understand a good portion of black Americans are not even black American. They Hamites. The Israelites who are black Americans, foundational black Americans who know that they're Israelites and turn to the Most High, we love all 12 tribes. It doesn't matter what country you in. So we put that rumor to bed. We got plenty of brothers and sisters on this channel. They are not foundational black Americans. They ain't never been to America. We got niggas from Kenya, Angola, Egypt, Amsterdam. We got niggas from UK. They ain't never been to America. They ain't FBA. They're not indigenous to America. But those are my brothers and sisters, and I love them and they love me. And we both know that we love each other. See, we got so many Gentiles, mainly Hamites, living amongst us, spreading all kind of lies, doing all kind of crime, dirtying up the waters, muddying up the spiritual waters so that we can't communicate with each other. Wherever we are, the real physical Israelites, it's only a few of us. Part of the curses, y'all, the Most High killed most of our people, y'all. And he did it by diseases. He did it with the slave trade. He sicked wild animals on us. He sicked the Gentiles on us to devour us. All over the world, wherever the physical Israelites at, we are few in number. All these black people you see around us, those are Hamites for the most part. That's why we get so much pushback and so much hate wherever we are. And that's why they don't want you reading other books. Because when you read what we just read in Jubilees chapter 10, Canaan came into Shem's land, even though Ham told him, don't do that, because we swore an oath to Yahweh and to Noah that we ain't going to do that. But he didn't listen, did he? Because he's a Gentile, he's a Hamite. And Canaan said, to hell with that. I want my brother's land, so I'm going over there. And his father told him, you and your children are going to be cursed, and you're going to be uprooted forever. And now you're looking at that uproot is really coming home to roost right now. All of you Hamites, Mr. Hambone, time to go home. You're going to have to leave all of our lands from Lebanon to California. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Tessa Yah says, peace and safety to you at King David. Earth Healing Angel says, love y'all family. September, as Sister Tessa Yah said, is going to be something. Family, please buy original Listerine to help with the throat pestilence coming. Y'all showed me 2 years ago. Earth Healing Angel says, something is going to be released out of a capsule I saw in the dream, and it will affect respiratory. Wow. Appreciate that information, Earth Healing Angel. Tessa Yah says, will do at Earth Healing Angel. Earth Angel says, at Tessa Yah, thank you for preparing us. Yes. I thank every last one of y'all in this live chat, because every one of us has a position to play and a job to do. And every one of us, it appears like we are all on our job. So to my brothers and sisters, 12 tribes scattered into all nations, America, South America, Peru, Guatemala, Central America, West Africa, South Africa, North Africa, Angola, Afghanistan, Pakistan, Kenya, Tunisia, Morocco, Egypt, Ethiopia, Kush, Uruguay, Europe, United Kingdom, Japan, China, Russia, Germany. To every single Israelite out there, to you, I say Tavex, peace, blessing, love, and safety to you. And to the real little bit of remnant of Gentiles out there who are going to cleave to us, wherever you are, because I don't see you. But if you should happen to come across this video, peace to you. And shout out to you for turning your back on your people and coming and cleaving to us, because that's the only way you're going to have mercy. Earth Angel says, please, family, please, no joke, get original Listerine. Something is coming. I'm not kidding. I'm definitely going to remember that, Earth Healing Angel. And I implore the rest of the Hebrews out there to remember that nugget of information you just dropped on us. And everybody have a good night. Have a safe night. Thanks for hanging out with us for an hour and 78 minutes. Okay? Tavex, Hebrews, purity and becoming one. Much love to the 12 tribes of Israel scattered in all nations. Hit the like button, comment, share, and subscribe. Tessa Yah says, Abba Yah is our only Savior. Remember Jeremiah 33:3. The last 2 days I've seen 333 too many times to count. Jeremiah 33:3. My name is Yah. Call on me, and I will answer you and show you great and hidden things you have never seen. Hallelujah. Earth and the Angel says 100. Everybody on this channel is definitely calling on Yah, and he's showing us things that we've never seen. How many people do you have seen what we read today in Jubilees chapter 10? When Canaan came into the land of Shem and said, I'm taking over that land. And Ham told him, don't do that because you're breaking the covenant. And Canaan said, screw that. I want Shem's land. I'm doing it anyway. And they were going to be cursed for doing that. How many of us learned that today? That's an eye-opening situation for anybody who never knew that. And you won't know that if you only read the books that Psalm 83 tells you to. So all praises to the Most High God for bringing this information out in these end times, y'all. Peace to the 12 tribes of Israel. Much love, family. Until next time, I'm out.